Tack.
Yeah.
You want to get lucky?
What?
Hey, why can't I get lucky if he's getting lucky?
We can all get lucky at the Village Idiot Pub.
Oh, you're talking about our Living Podcariously listener event. Get lucky at the Idiot.
You got it. Damn right.
The one on July 7th at 7 p.m.
That's right, 777. So just remember those together. The event is from 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. Hot Pink, yes, I said it. Hot Pink is performing from 8 p.m. till 11. So we got an hour before Hot Pink goes up, and then we'll be partying the whole night.
We're going to have the Salty Fox is going to be out there. They're going to be giving away prizes as well. Along with Oak and Iron will be out there taking pictures of the event.
And Brent Allen's Salon and the Twisted Tin are also giving away prizes.
That's right. And our big sponsor for this event, other than obviously Village Idiot Pub, is Bug Nutty Brewery. Bug Nutty is giving us a barrel of beer to give away to our listeners. So you buy a mug there, that's a little $10 mug with our logo on it, and you get to drink unlimited until those kegs are gone.
$10 all you can drink?
$10 all you can drink.
Now that's lucky.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Welcome to another episode of Living Podcariously. I am Adam. I am one of your hosts. Sitting on my left, well, sort of to my left, kind of two places over in my left.
I'm right to your left, so now second this time is me, Andrea Joy. And to my left is...
I'm Tack.
Hey, Tack.
And I'm to the left. And to my other left.
Jay Alvarez. Luckily, I haven't been fired yet. For more information on that, go listen to this week's episode of The Twisted 10, and you can find out how I was summarily discharged. I am Jay Alvarez, guys.
No,
you'll have to listen.
You missed it. You missed it, Tack. You'll have to listen.
Yeah.
All right, and we've got three guests that are sitting in studio with us. First off the bat is the person who just hosted the Twisted 10 for us, Mr. Chris Crespo.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
How you doing, man? He is the host of Cinema Crespodiso podcast out of Maitland and Orlando.
He knows a little bit about movies. He's got a little knowledge.
A little,
a couple things.
God damn!
I thought I was a movie buff.
I know. I thought I did too. Oh god,
I'm a fucking moron.
Yeah.
And now,
movies are fun. I like movies.
And now sitting on the lady chase, Andrea gave up the lady chase for this couple. I just want to.
But this lady looks more like a lady than I do tonight.
You're talking about Daniel? You're talking about Daniel? No, okay. No, our good friends, Team Teamwork members as well. Just going to throw that out there for the Team Teamwork folks that are listening. It is Daniel Pierce and Jennifer Buddington. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Welcome to the show. Jennifer is in costume, but we're going to get to that a little bit later in the podcast. And if you're just listening to this and want to see pictures early, go to the Facebook page for Living Podcariously. You'll see some pictures up there. Jennifer came in cosplay tonight.
Oh, yeah. Side note, we got to take pictures. So.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
If Tack says do jumping jacks, don't do it. He's weird about taking photos.
I've been in photo shoots before, and I've never had that happen.
Okay.
Well, you haven't been in my photo shoot, so that's what he's referring to.
Yeah, when you really have to worry about when Tack brings the black sofa out.
Don't forget
it's a black sofa for a reason. Yeah.
The logo for Living Podcariously, was a Tack photo shoot as well. That was Kim Kennedy who posed for those photos in the studio.
Yeah, it was a weird night. You put a black light on, it's like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Let's get some plugs out of the way real quick. So first off the bat is our 777 event. That is July 7th at 7 p.m.
What is that?
That is our Get Lucky at the Idiot event, Tack.
And that's at
lucky.
7 p.m. on the 7th month during the 7th day?
That's exactly right, Jay.
I enjoy
That's too confusing to follow. I don't know what you're talking about.
Village Idiot Pub, a couple of the sponsors there for us. Bug Nutty Brewery came through hardcore for us, gave us a barrel of beer. So we've got an entire 2 full kegs that we are giving away to the listeners for your $10 donation of a purchase of a mug. So basically $10 buys you all the beer you can drink until those 2 kegs are gone. So thank you, Bug Nutty Brewery. And I think it's called the Idiot Lager. I think that's what they're making. It's a themed lager around Village Idiot Pub. So it's special for them.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
The Salty Fox, of course, another one of our sponsors. They're donating some prizes, and they're going to be up there partying with us as well.
Hello, ladies.
Yeah. For more info on them, listen to a couple episodes back. Their episode was a little crazy,
It
Tax.
was out of control.
It was, but it was fun.
It was fun.
Also, Oak and Iron Photography, they're going to be up there taking photos of the entire event for us. So if you see a couple of cool-looking people walking around with really nice equipment for cameras, it's going to end up online somewhere. So put on your best smile.
And don't bother them. Let them take pictures and don't touch their equipment.
And one of our other sponsors is Brent Allen Salon and Day Spa. Andrea, what's this all about? What's Brent Allen sponsoring?
We're giving away gift certificates.
Nice.
Very
For
cool.
more info on that, go see Andrea Joy at Brent Allen Salon and Day Spa.
Don't we also have some concert tickets?
Yeah, so brand new in, Ray Brito with the Gallows Humor Podcast has donated 2 tickets to see Pete. What the hell is that? Is that in my headphones?
No, I hear
No,
it
it's
too.
a motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was like a helicopter.
Yeah, I thought it was
coming
an
in.
airplane.
I thought you forgot the name of the band. I was like,
It's Superman.
P.O.D. Weird time to catch a stroke, Adam.
I swear I didn't do that stuff you guys were doing. No, POD is going to be in concert in Cocoa Village. Ray Brito scored 2 tickets to that, and he has donated to them for us to give away as a prize that Andrea is going to incorporate into her gifts for that evening. And that concert's in Cocoa Village on July 30th, I believe. Don't quote me on that date.
And if you don't know who POD are, then you guys are crazy. Go check out their album Testament. It's fucking amazing. There's more hooks on that album than in a tackle box.
Or if you don't know who POD was, you were probably born after the year 2000.
That's a good
Probably.
point. Yeah, that's valid.
We also have some VR goggles, and we'll have some other good, just fun little prizes.
Yep.
Maybe a fluffy unicorn. You never know.
Wait, what are you doing with me?
What?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Are
me.
you the
Sorry.
fluffy unicorn?
Mouth hugs.
They're going to fluff you up.
Mouth hugs
Yeah, he
from
thought they
Tag.
said fluffing a
Prize.
unicorn.
Yeah, Tack. Apparently, according to our Facebook post today, you're giving away mouth hugs at the
Oh,
event.
yeah. All right.
That's a whole different
didn't take a
kissing
lot.
booth. So we'll have a mouth hug booth?
Yeah, that's called a glory hole.
It is after the 4th of July, so
It's one
God
whole.
damn it, I think that's the hardest you've ever made me laugh.
I'm glad you made me laugh at the end of that. Hardest. Hey, I got one good
can't
one.
have a nice thing,
I got
can
one
you?
good one, didn't I?
You couldn't just take it
We
and
can't
keep moving.
give you anything nice.
All right, so if you're interested, so we do a few things on the show that have listener participation. First things first is we're going to give you guys the information to get a hold of us. Email us at show@livingpodcariously.com. On Facebook, instant message any of us on Facebook. So Andrea usually takes the questions for the Guyry. So if you want to contribute to the Guyry questions towards the end of the show, send Andrea Joy your question that you want us to answer here in studio. We now have a cool new Instagram set up. Thank you, Tack, and I guess also Josh. Did Josh help set that up, or is that all you?
Well, I don't want to take all of it, but yeah, it was all me.
I was going to
I
say,
don't want
I'll
to
take
sound
the
like a
credit.
dick or nothing, but yeah.
And then, of course, contact us through Twitter. That is at Living Podcariously.
No, it's at Podcarious.
That's what I meant.
But you sounded really good saying it.
I just have Twitter written down. I didn't actually write down the name of
It's
our
all
Twitter
good.
address.
I
so
enjoyed
good.
hearing your voice, so it's good.
Oh, thanks, baby. All right. So, Andrea, I found an article that I wanted to ask the cast and the crew, and we've got a few extra people here, on what makes a man a good cuddler.
Cuddling?
Yes.
Cuddling's important.
These guys over here, it's
I've
all
always
they've been
found
doing.
girth to be important.
Like a mouth cuddle?
Yeah. Well, no, not a mouth cuddle. A mouth cuddle is awesome, though. No, what makes a man a good cuddler in bed? What makes him, obviously in bed, but what makes him stand out as
So
a
you
good
can cuddle
cuddler?
on the
Warm?
couch or even a chase, as they're demonstrating now.
Yeah, Daniel and
You're
Jennifer
welcome.
are very cuddly.
We were on a chase last week,
What's that?
Tack. We have pictures of us on the chase
Us
cuddling
on the
last
chase?
week.
Oh, that's right. You two.
What?
You two were cuddling over there on the chase.
I was in a delirious zombie
The other
state, and I
chase, the
remember.
chair
Yep.
chase thing. Yeah, okay.
That
I was like, what are you talking about? Oh,
that day long event with Dan Cummins was a blast, and it got towards the end. It was a little bit draining, and then Jay came out and did a Twisted 10 afterwards, and I was surprised because I was pretty fucking drained, and you carried the energy just perfect
You
though.
goddamn right I did.
You bring it.
So cuddling.
All right, so
Warmth,
well, let me ask you.
arms.
So I know I don't know Chris that well. I know Daniel, but not that well.
You haven't cuddled with
I know
him.
I'm starting to
Jay-
learn Daniel, though. I'm watching.
He looks very cuddly to me.
He's a really good color. Come on over.
We can fit everybody on that.
we will. We'll try later. We'll try later.
I know Jay and I know Tack, and I want you
Yeah.
two to kind of tell me.
want us to cuddle?
Sell me on it. Who of the two of you would make a better cuddler, and why? What's the reasons why? I have an angle for this. I'm not just trying to bit skit here.
I was gonna say something. Are you going somewhere with this? Because does this have something to do with a video?
There's a video.
Is this what you're?
Oh, there is a video.
It's called
Yeah.
porn.
Yeah, no.
Oh no! Is it? You can cut this part out, but is this the Stamos video?
Yes.
Go for
I would fucking
girls.
love
So
it.
weird. Eh?
Cuddle porn for girls.
No, well, you guys know that
Love
there are professional cuddlers.
Yes.
in
Where
Japan
can
or
I get
something.
hired?
No, in fucking like a fucking
You can
Like in New York,
in
too.
New York. Yeah, no,
I've
there-
heard of that. Yeah.
there's a guy. He
I
paid.
don't
He
know. There's
charges.
probably a vending
I've heard of
machine
that.
somewhere in Japan where you
No.
can cuddle.
It's a real guy. Jay's right.
Yeah, no, there's a
saw a
real.
video
There's a
on
guy in New.
Facebook.
Yeah, there's a guy in New York. You call him, you pay him, you cuddle, you have some pillow talk, and then he leaves. There's another guy who dry humps. You can pay him.
That's just
I
prostitution.
saw
though.
this episode.
no, because
Jay,
there's
This
no
was a
pants
whole
being removed.
Jay, I
But-
told you
Was
not to
this a
bring
whole
this up.
show?
Let's try not to talk over each other the entire time, please.
You brought up cuddling.
I know. I guess that was a good topic.
You know it's gonna make us all talk.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to hear from you two. What really makes you a better cuddler than the other guy?
Well, I
I'm
find that
not a big cuddler. So.
I find that my body is very pillow-like
that's
anyway.
good.
So
Is this
it's,
competition? This is what this sounds like.
it's always a competition. That's why you can't keep the brown man down, Ginger. We
Okay, that's racist.
I'm the whitest.
Once again,
I've been told that I am a fantastic cuddler. Again, because I am very pillow-like in stature. That's all I got.
I feel like this is at Bachelor number 2.
Well, we should have
What
done
would
that.
you do
Damn it, Tack.
if I said I wanted to cuddle?
Why didn't you write this episode?
I asked you earlier. I wasn't doing shit at work. I was bored.
Don't say that. You're SpaceX. Everybody thinks you launches those
I was
rockets.
busy.
Oh, you didn't hear about that satellite that crashed?
It's because Tack was bored at
Hey,
work.
but that
No, that
segment
was a
was
Navy
spot
ship.
on.
It was a Navy ship.
All right, so okay, all right. I'll get to where I'm going with this. The video does it more justice, so I think I'm going to throw it up on a big screen. Throw it up on the big screen as opposed to over here. So give me a second, and we're going to play something for you guys right now. I found it, and you guys might have already seen this, but it was a gem to me.
I loved it.
It was fabulous. So give me 1 second.
Hi, I'm John Stamos.
Oh, hey.
One of the most handsome men you could think of
Oh,
off the
yeah.
top of your head. Being a noted Lothario, people often ask me for sex advice.
This is for you
But
guys.
guys, if
Tack
you
and
truly
Jay.
want to win over a woman, the real key
I feel like we're watching
is
Japanese
the cuddle.
I feel like
So as my gift to you,
Look who he's
here are the
cuddling.
techniques
Oh,
of the
God damn it.
Stamos Snugglefest.
Aww.
You and your lady will probably want to start with a Stamos suit. She lies next to you.
Bob
love
Saget
this
looks
video.
like the look on his face
Not
is
only will
this
she
is what
feel
I have to do
protected,
for money.
The pitter-patter of your heart will reassure her that you're still alive. From this position, she could kiss your neck, caress your gallant chest while you run your fingers through her raven hair.
All right, Chris,
Now,
pause it
don't
over
be
there for
afraid
me.
to use your fingernails.
Why
A
is
good
John
Stamos scalper will leave.
Why is
That's
John
all right.
Stamos doing this?
Crazy. What's wrong with his mouth?
All right, so just for our listeners, I'm going to link this video in the show notes. This is John Stamos's guide to cuddling, and he's demonstrated in this video how to cuddle properly in bed. And his cuddle buddy is none other than Bob Saget.
I mean, they've been cuddle buddies for
Yeah.
decades.
Yeah.
I mean, let's call that what it
The,
is.
the end of the video is the best part.
He also looks so serene, Bob Saget, the whole time.
Doesn't he?
Well,
look
I
how
mean,
he's
wouldn't
being
wouldn't
cuddled.
you if you were in the presence of John Stamos?
Especially have him tease my hair like that off.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
If he, all he has to do is one Elvis impersonation, and I've creamed my pants. That's it. I'm done. I'm worth nothing.
All right, Chris, hit play again if you don't mind.
Oh, I don't know if I can take much more of this.
It's going to restart it.
47 seconds in.
Relaxed and
No.
Nope, that's
Oh.
47.
Oh, you can do it.
Next, you'll want to move into the Stamos.
Can't you just stream like most normal contraptions?
I don't. I can't cast to that TV. I can cast the one in there, but not to that one.
I've also been drinking for hours.
This is good. We're close.
There we go.
It's a gentle way to show your lady what she has to look forward to later. Traditionally, the man
like a-
plays the role of the big spoon. But folks, it's 2011, and even the most feminine woman can feel equally at home spooning her man. And be careful not to let your arms
Which
get trapped
one's the
in
man
your
and which
special
one's the
gown.
woman? I'm
This is
confused
worse
now.
than
Stamos
death.
is the man.
Instead, your inside arm can go behind you or above her head,
I feel like
while
I'm
your
watching
outside
a
arm
weird
is free
Bruce
to
Lee
rest on
movie.
her firm yet
Yeah.
tender belly. Hold her fragile hand, Gently cup her perky breast or, well, the rest is up to you. Advanced cuddlers may want to try the Stamos Swaddler. Nothing brings you closer to your lady. And if you sleep with your eyes open,
No, he's already behind.
You get to stare at her face all night long. You can also caress her leg with your foot, or allow your toes to intertwine, doing an affectionate little soldier boy
You would
dance.
never let me
Feel
do
free
that.
to improvise.
Ice cubes.
You can nuzzle noses, butterfly kiss, blow on, or even gently nibble her ear.
He looks so
Perhaps
worried.
the most important cuddle is the Stamos stutching her with your fingers, lightly running the tips or backs of your fingers along her tender curves. You're like a cartographer of the female form. Your exploring fingers are like Lewis and that other guy, mapping the peaks and valleys of the body's terrain, traversing her every womanly crevasse and claiming it for your own. With the right mix of affection and tenderness, my Snugglefest guarantees that your woman will stay most cozy. I guarantee it. That's right. Bob, what the fuck?
All right, so thank you, Chris. I appreciate your assistance on that. You didn't know you were going to be doing
now
work.
is when it works.
All right, so that was the cuddling advice for Tack and Jay.
And you.
I have studied this cuddling advice video for hours, so I'm ready.
I can't wait for bed.
So
That was some good advice, actually.
John Stamos is coming to bed with us
my
tonight.
biggest takeaway is that if you're going to cuddle right, you have to do it with Bob Saget.
I think you're right.
He's
about
a good test subject. good
And you know
model.
he sucks dick for cocaine.
Yeah.
I feel like if I put on the glasses, though, I would look almost just like him.
Do you suck dick for cocaine?
Yes, she does.
Yes.
Okay,
my
there you
name,
go.
my middle name is Cocaine.
Doesn't.
All right, we're going to take a break in studio. When we come back, we're going to start our bits and our segments on E3, Electronic Entertainment Expo, and video gaming and cosplay. We're going to start that off with an interview that we've got lined up with a writer over at IGN out in San Francisco. So 3 hours behind us.
Nice. I got questions for her.
Awesome. All right, we'll be right back, guys. Village Idiot Pub. You locals know about it. You guys from out of town have to check them out.
Village Idiot Pub is now a proud sponsor with Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10 podcasts.
It's more than just about commercials, though. The cast here will be taking our show on the road to Village Idiot to record some episodes as well as hold events. They have over 30 beers on tap, including ciders and Hefeweizen, my favorite, as well as hundreds of bottle choices.
Adam, you forgot my favorite, all the delicious wine. So get your friends together and enjoy the board games, puzzles, and the giant Jenga.
Let the owner, Jason, as well as the rest of the staff there, take excellent care of your beer drinking needs.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
Tuesday is open mic, Wednesday is trivia, Thursday is karaoke, Friday and Saturday night are live music.
Visit them at 4 Harrison Street, Suite 103, Cocoa, Florida, or Village Idiot Pub on Facebook. And don't forget, they are a dog-friendly location, so bring your friends, family, and fur babies.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Very cool. On the phone with us right now is Casey Defreitas, a writer for IGN out in San Francisco. Hi, Casey. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you guys?
Very, very well. Also, for a fellow teamwork member, just saying, throwing that love out there to
Hello.
teamwork.
Yeah, I just moved out here a few weeks ago.
How you like here in San Francisco, right across the bay from Oakland, right?
I'm actually in between San Francisco and Oakland on Treasure Island, which is an old Navy base. We're not allowed to dig in the dirt because we might dig up some radioactive stuff. It's pretty interesting.
That's awesome.
Which is something you're looking for when you're talking to your real estate agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have perfect weather there, so it balances out.
Yeah, I also have a view of the water and free parking, which is amazing. So I can't complain.
So you landed a job. Well, I'll go through real quick to introduce you. You know Andrea. She's not on mic right this second. However, she's in studio with us and can hear you. Tack Van Sickles, the other main co-host of the show.
Hi.
He's here as well. Jay Alvarez, one of the other main co-hosts of the show.
Hola.
And then we've got some guests in studio. You already know DP, Daniel Pierce, and Jennifer Buddington. They're here in studio with us as well.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
And then we have another local podcaster in Central Florida. His name is Chris Crespo. He runs a podcast called Cinema Crespodiso. So he's here with us as well.
What's up?
Cool. Hello.
All right. So this show that we're doing today has a kind of a subtle theme around video games, cosplay, and E3. So
I can tell based on your guess.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So what I wanted to ask you is some general questions about E3. Now, I pulled a ton of information, especially from IGN, about E3 and some of the best of awards. I haven't gone over those yet in here in the studio with everybody yet. I wanted to take your take on E3 and what IGN has done this year with E3, that you at least know of, as far as video games and saturation of the market for, consoles and what have you. And I don't know what the fuck a Nintendo Switch is, so... I know that's a big deal.
Know what a Nintendo Switch is?
I'm an old man, Casey.
Didn't you see the trailer, with the snaps and the girl jubilantly playing at a rooftop party?
No. Daniel did just pull out of his backpack in here in studio, though. He brought his Switch up here with us, so we may have to try that out.
Switching it around.
He's switching it.
He's doing it.
I pulled
So
mine
damn
out on
literal.
the airplane today, and the girl next to me asked if it was a Wii.
That's funny. I did the same thing, and she said it was a
kind
Wii
of like
too.
a Wii U gamepad, to be honest.
Adam, that was funnier than you acted.
All right. So first, Casey, let's hear what exactly you do with IGN. So what do you write over there for them?
So I'm specifically a wiki editor, and what that means is that I write strategy guides and tips and game help for whatever game that I'm working on at the moment. And I also help our freelancers with their guides as well. So that's my main role at IGN, but I also do basically whenever there's a need for something, I do it. I also do reviews and features and previews, for example, when we go to events like E3. And I might participate on some of the shows or video segments if they need someone and I'm around.
That's awesome. What are some of the recent games that you've written on?
So the week before E3, they announced the Pokemon Direct. Instead of a regular Nintendo Direct, it was going to be all on Pokemon. So I wrote very quickly wrote up 5 things that Nintendo could announce on Pokemon tomorrow. And when it came out, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pokemon at all, but it featured a fusion of the main legendaries. So the legendary Pokemon that are featured on the boxes fused with the third legendary of the game. So I wrote a really long feature article of my theory of the origins of those legendary Pokemon. So I just, yeah.
The Pokemon have a huge following. Just gigantic.
Huge as that is, most of the people in here's eyes just glazed over. I don't know what any of that meant.
I don't either.
I really don't.
Well, the thing is just before.
I know there's a Pikachu.
It's after our time.
I felt like I should go get my daughter real fast, wake her up from bed, because she knows everything about it.
I'm texting my son what you're saying as you're saying, because I'm hoping my 12-year-old can explain this to me.
Daniel, you guys know about Pokemon.
Oddly enough, one of my very big selling points is that I'm a huge, pretty knowledgeable about Pokemon.
Fantastic.
That's awesome. And you just scored this IGN gig not too terrible, 6 months ago that you were able to do it remotely, and then they moved you out there?
Yeah, so I was actually I was freelancing for them, writing their wikis on Pokemon Go and Sun and Moon since last year in May. And then in December, a full-time position opened up, and I applied, and I got it, and I started full-time in January.
That's awesome.
Congrats.
Do you guys know what IGN is first before I guess I should go anymore? Are you familiar with IGN?
Yes.
Everybody in here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
Even me.
Even Andrea knows what IGN is. See, check that out. All right, hey, Casey, did you get a chance to go to E3 this year?
Yes, so I did go, and the days were very long and they were very tiring, but they were also incredibly exciting, and it was awesome to be surrounded in a huge group of people who were as passionate about what was going on in the conferences as I was. And it was an amazing experience, and I really enjoyed it.
What's the poll?
Yeah.
How many people show up out there for that? How many people do you think came?
I'm sorry?
How many people showed up for E3 this year? Was there a running count of attendees and
There
guest
was
halls?
an insane amount of people there. I think the final number here, let me bring that up real quick, but I know that there are 15,000 tickets sold to just general admission this year, which they haven't really done before. And let's see, there were a total of 68,400 attendees.
It's a pretty good event. Jesus.
Yeah. So it's huge. And there were significantly more this year than last year. I can't really find the number from last year, but yes, I do know that that's true at least.
What I'm going to go over, so I've got some gaming history in my past, and what I'm going to go over a little bit later in the show is the winners for the different best in shows for the different consoles, and then for the best overall. So don't spoil any of those. However, what were some of your favorite takeaways from the event?
Not everyone goes to the conferences. So you know the ones that you can watch stream live from your home, they have these huge events set up in theaters, and they're completely packed, and they make shows out of them. So I went to Sony's conference, which I was super excited about, and they opened up with some of my favorite franchises. They announced Horizon Zero Dawn DLC, and then they announced Monster Hunter World, which no one saw coming. It was a huge surprise for me, and I'm so excited to see it come back to a Sony console, just because it will open it up for significantly more people and different people than the people who would play on Nintendo consoles. I mean, as soon as the giant sword was on the screen, I knew. It's like, oh my god, this is Monster Hunter. This is amazing. And then immediately after the Monster Hunter trailer, they showed Shadow of the Colossus. And Shadow of the Colossus is in my top 5 favorite games, along with Monster Hunter. And again, big surprise, was not expecting them to entirely remake the game, especially after they already came out with a remaster for the PS3. So super excited about those things. And Monster Hunter World is probably what I'm most excited about.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think you made that recommendation to me at one point to go take a look at, because I considered going back into playing some PS4 games. All right, so console wars. Let's talk console wars for just a second, because everybody has their preferential taste in console. Which one's better? PlayStation 4, Xbox, now Nintendo Switch is in the mix, and then obviously PC gamers. So in your expert opinion, because you are our expert on this particular phone call, what is your favorite go-to console or PC?
So I'm pretty partial to Nintendo products, just because they basically completely cornered the portable market. If you want to take your games with you, it's going to be a Nintendo console. And I mean, I put in hundreds and hundreds of hours onto the PSP, but it just did not receive the continuing support and popularity that Nintendo handheld.
I feel that PSP was before its time, so...
It definitely was. And when it initially came out, it had some problems. Like, it couldn't charge while you were playing with friends. Like, if you were online or connected locally to another PSP, it couldn't charge.
Oh, wow.
And I know so... And they eventually fixed that, but that was an issue. Another issue is that it lost charge even while it was off. So if you went a little while without playing it, anyway, that doesn't matter. PSP is fine. I played a ton of Monster Hunter on it. But I am partial to Nintendo just because of the portability of its products. And it does have a huge, massive library that are generally exclusive to just Nintendo, whereas PlayStation and Xbox doesn't necessarily have a huge exclusive library to choose from. Right. But if you were to look at those, I generally tend towards PlayStation. I mean, it has Horizon, it has Monster Hunter now. It used to have Monster Hunter as well. It has Uncharted. And I guess I'm not as interested in Xbox exclusives.
You didn't say my game there. You didn't say what's the space shooter game I'm playing now?
Yeah, the one that that you're in love with and can't remember the name of.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. You didn't say anything about No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
I'm waiting for the crickets coming. I'm waiting for you to hang up on me. No, I bought into the No Man's Sky when it first came out. Then I sold it because I hated it so much, and then I just rebought it because it was only $16. I said, "All right, I'll buy it for that."
Say what you want about the portable market. I am still getting a ton of fun out of my Sega Game Gear. And the 2 games that were made for it.
Nice.
Prince of Persia and Sonic Hedgehog.
I'm a TurboGrafx 16 kind of guy, so I'm still playing Box Adventure.
I remember that Sonic game.
Yeah, no, the Sonic Hedgehog for Game Gear was phenomenal. It was one of the best things to ever happen.
I still have fun on the original Game Boy. My mom has it for all the grandkids and everything and all the games, and I have so much fun every time I go over and play it.
Dude, my stepmother still plays Tetris on her original Game Gear.
I play Tetris on my fucking Galaxy Samsung, whatever the hell this thing is. I play it on there all the time.
Every time I go home, the house is filled with nothing but the laughter of my stepmother and Russian folk music.
All right, so Casey, for E3, what was there anything that was unexpected? Did you get anything that was a giant surprise that came out of the blue at E3 this year?
Well, I guess, like I said, Shadow of the Colossus and Monster Hunter World, totally 100% did not expect it. Like, our entire staff was like, I mean, we know what Sony has. Like, what are they going to show? And they showed that. And they also showed A Way Out, which I guess even more was unexpected because it's an entirely new IP by the guy who made A Brother's Tale. I can't remember the name of that game.
I'll have to go watch the trailer for that one.
Oh, I know what game she's talking about. Yeah.
But anyway, A Way Out is it's about two guys who are in jail who try to break out of jail. And it's unique and different considering it has a huge emphasis on couch co-op. It is meant to be played in couch co-op. And I'm really excited about that because most games are going totally away from that and they don't offer it anymore. Like Borderlands offers it, and from there, like Destiny didn't offer it, like Halo doesn't offer it anymore. Like, so that's really cool that they came out with a game with a single player experience made for co-op. So that was definitely like no one really expected a new IP that emphasized something that everyone else thought was dying. So that should be really cool. And obviously I have to mention Beyond Good and Evil 2. I don't know if any of you guys played that for the GameCube way back when.
Wait, that was a GameCube way back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm a Sony true and true. I've been playing PlayStation since the first one was out.
Yeah. Me too.
And Nintendo. Nintendo too.
Yeah, you can't beat Mario.
Is she orgasming or what's she doing over here?
She's moaning in the background like she doesn't live with you and doesn't already know that you like Sony.
Exactly. Do you guys have any questions for Casey? All right, take it away.
All right.
Casey, let us know, too, if you're running up against a time that you have to stop because we can cut the interview and, get your plugs and stuff like that done whenever you want to.
Oh, nope, I'm good. I can keep going.
Okay, so I got a few questions. Okay. First of all, this teaser for an new Atari console, is that real?
I don't know. I saw that too, and I was honestly just kind of uninterested, so I didn't read into it.
Uninterested? Why?
But okay, yes, it is real. It is a real thing, though. It is 100% a real thing. I mean, don't know any details on it, but
right. I'm assuming it's going to be competitive up there with PlayStation, Xbox, and all that. So I'm curious.
Nobody remembers what an Atari is.
Well, that's why they're going to try to make comeback.
It was like the first gaming console.
Yeah, we know that. I didn't even have an Atari. I was so poor we had that in television gaming console.
Did you know that Atari actually in Japanese means to be engulfed?
I did not know that.
Okay,
you're gonna Atari my junk later. I'm just saying. Sorry.
All right, so
sorry, Casey. That was unprofessional of me.
Right, we're trying to talk games here, guys. Thanks. Okay, so couple of upcoming games that I'm excited about, but I don't know if anybody else is. But Red Dead Redemption 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
We didn't see any of that at E3 at all.
Nice.
Were there any? Well, that's a good question. Follow-up question to you, Tack, is were there any like mysteries? Like where is this particular game franchise at E3 this year? Because E3 is the biggest announcement of games coming out on different platforms each year. So were there any people that should have been there that weren't? Any game titles?
Let's see. There was actually something okay, so I'm going to say Kingdom Hearts 3, but technically we did get another trailer. It just wasn't revealed as part of E3. It was revealed at the Kingdom Hearts 3 Orchestra, which happened the Saturday before E3.
That's another Nintendo title, right?
No,
Kingdom
that's
Hearts?
It's going to be on
Disney.
PlayStation.
Yeah, it was Disney. Yeah,
Disney and PlayStation, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Disney and Square Enix. The Final Fantasy people.
Also, another one I'm excited about, too, is the new Call of Duty World War II, how they're going back to their roots. I think that's pretty exciting. I don't know if anybody else is.
I saw that movie, Roots.
Shut the fuck up.
Call of Duty, Roots. Oh, that sounds like a terrible game, actually.
Codename Kunta.
I didn't get to play that one. I know that we definitely have a preview of that up on IGN of someone who did get to play it.
Yeah.
Okay. You think mine and your careers are good? Casey gets to play games, write about the games and the experiences, go to things like E3, and get paid to do them the entire time. That is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Lame. No, it's badass. I had another question, but I forgot what the other one was.
Well, we can come back to you if you forgot it.
I just had it like half a second ago. Until you started talking to me, I forgot.
Oh, sorry. I'm a distraction tack.
Here's what one of our editors says about Call of Duty. They said it offers the same thrill ride as past games, but doesn't feel quite as authentic as it wants to. So I'm sure it'll be a fun Call of Duty game like all the other
ones that come out every year. Every November, a new Call of Duty comes out.
I still like the old school PlayStation Medal of Honor. I still don't.
It's a good
think
game.
I mean that's what eventually became Call of Duty. I don't think Call of Duty ever matched up to that.
I'm going to take you back a little further than Medal of Honor. How about old Battlefield 1942?
You're talking about an NES?
No, that's still PlayStation. No, that was PlayStation title and PC title. Battlefield 1942 came out.
Well, 1942 was an old NES game.
Yeah, I was all about Medal of Honor and Tenchu Stealth Assassins. That was my life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Battlefront or Battlefield?
For me, Battlefield 1942.
Okay.
What about Battlefront 2? Battlefront
had
2
a really big showing this year. So
yeah, I was going to ask about that one also.
Yeah, you've got a lot of Star Wars fans sitting in this room right now, Casey.
There's two of us.
Well, Battlefront 2 looks a lot better than Battlefront 1, and it has a brand new story mode with a canon storyline.
Right.
That was my question. Is this?
Ooh.
That was my question because I was about to get real sweaty and nerdy.
I like the story mode. I like the story mode because the first one didn't have a story mode. It was all 100% online. That was a little annoying.
Yeah, and for our listeners, that are listening, we don't normally get deep into video games, but we had such a cool combination of guests that were going to be on the phone with us tonight, like Casey, and as well as in studio in here, that it made a lot of sense to do it. And video games are a big part of a lot of our lives or our children's lives. So guess what? We're doing a video game themed show.
I like how you bring that up a half hour into the actual episode.
For somebody like Andrea,
as if someone who hasn't picked that up on it by now.
For somebody like Andrea sitting here twiddling her thumbs that doesn't play video games, she doesn't know what's going on.
No, my favorite thing about Battlefield, right?
Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront. Jesus, why did I have a brain fart? My favorite part about Battlefront, whenever I'm Han Solo, immediately after they say go, I shoot because Han always shot first.
That's right.
And he will always shoot first in my heart.
Nice.
Indeed.
Everybody's like,
That's
why are you
the way
shooting?
they
You're giving
intended it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank
Everybody's
you.
like, why are you giving the position away? Fuck you. Han shot first.
Chris, are you a gamer?
Yeah, I don't have much time to play video games lately. The last one I got into was the Mad Max game that was cross-platform a couple years ago, and I actually played that a lot. I am really looking forward to the new Red Dead Redemption game for sure. I loved that one so much. And,
I'm waiting for GTA 6.
Oh, everyone's waiting for GTA.
God,
anything
GTA
Rockstar
5.
does, everyone's just waiting for whatever Rockstar
I know.
does next.
But they only put out games like once a decade.
Yeah, well, it costs them so much money to make and so long.
Yeah, true that.
I hate that I'm waiting for it, but God, and it looks generic as every other game, but I want Assassin's Creed to be good.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
So
Assassin's Creed.
I actually got to play a short demo of Assassin's Creed. I got to play through one story mission. And as someone who hasn't played an Assassin's Creed game since the second one, I'm actually really excited for this one.
Yay! Michael Fassbender hasn't totally wrecked my dream.
So,
But he ruined
also
Prometheus.
my other comment on that, it's ridiculous as hell, but during the first trailer, it's like 4K definition, like for the Xbox conference, and the sands look great, the backgrounds look great, the people look great, and then they showed this Jaguar, and it just looked awful compared to everything else.
Of course.
So that's like a ridiculous thing to pick at, but it's like, but the Jaguars, man. But anyway, like I got to play it, and it has a lot more customization and RPG elements. Like there's this huge skill tree, so you could make your assassin play exactly like you want him to.
Nice.
So that'll be really cool. And I mean, most people don't like when games add a lot of water stuff to it, but you can dive into the water this time and attack hippos and stuff. So that's kind of neat.
I don't know. I think I'm one of the weird people that when Assassin's Creed introduced the ships, the ship battles, I loved that. I thought that was my favorite part
they
of
like expanded on that with Ubisoft's new game Skull and Bones. So if you really liked the ship stuff in Black Flag, you guys should go play Skull and Bones. It was announced this year as well, but it's a complete multiplayer pirate ship game.
Awesome.
I think there was another pirate game too, wasn't there?
There was just an Xbox exclusive that looks really fun.
Right on.
Well, very
that
cool.
That was like one of everyone's favorite games that they played this year in our office with Sea of Thieves. It's just a really fun co-op game.
So listen, I don't know what skills I can offer, but if you guys are looking for, I don't know, someone in the mailroom to make people laugh and just kind of come around and while you guys are testing these games, you let me know. I have no attachments here in Florida. I love my son, I love my girlfriend, but I will go. I will go to San Francisco.
You host a podcast.
I can do this via Skype. She's on our podcast.
All right,
She's
I guess
there.
so.
Or you could start a podcast with her together.
Seriously, you take what you know about gaming. I take what little I know about podcasting, which is almost nothing.
Boom.
And we might actually succeed at something.
Yeah, there's a possibility. Jennifer, how about you guys? Daniel, do you guys have any questions for Casey?
Who do you think, which company do you think won E3?
Don't reveal it, though. Don't reveal who actually won Best in Show, but in your opinion, yes.
This is all 100% my opinion. It's hard to say. I think all of the conferences this year were a step up from what they used to be. Like, I remember when Xbox was just like sports, television, and that was literally their entire conference. And it's like, I don't care about any of this. But but now this year they showed 40 something game trailers in their conference, and that was basically their entire show this year. And I feel really bad for our steno person this year trying to type all of that out and keep up with that, and I'm glad I wasn't on that one. I love Nintendo, but I'm going to have to give it to Sony.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay!
Like, Nintendo's Mario Odyssey trailer was amazing. Like, that single-handedly was like a fantastic trailer. But I was actually like, the Sony conference was the first conference I ever got to see in person, and they had pyrotechnics, and they had a waterfall, they had fake snow, and
you want to win a conference?
Fire,
make shit go boom.
Breathe out of the stage when Rathalos shot fire at the screen. So
nice.
And they had actual set pieces that were behind the screen to expand the experience when you were watching all of these announcements.
What hotel were you guys at out there? Where was the expo actually at?
So the E3 is at the Staples Center, but the Los Angeles Convention Center, but it's right next to the Staples Center.
Oh, okay.
It's on Figueroa and 12th, I think, is the best.
You could say
downtown LA.
Yeah, downtown LA, perfect. Yeah, you could have said any street name. I've never been there, but it's very, very cool.
I like how you mentioned that Sony had all these set pieces. The fact that I think they're probably the only gaming company with their own movie division probably had a little bit to do with that.
Yeah. But I do have to call out, so Bethesda's pre-show, they made a theme park. They made an actual theme park, and I'm super jealous I didn't get to go to their pre-show because they had Ferris wheels and a bunch of most of the conferences before you actually go into the theater and watch it have pre-shows where you can get hands-on with some of the games or that have already been announced. And there's free food and free drinks, and Bethesda's was just theme park themed. So that was really
awesome.
neat. And their set pieces for Wolfenstein was amazing. Actually on the show floor, at the E3 show floor, they recreated the diner that was in the trailer. And as you waited in line to get in to play the demos, which were set up inside of the diner, they had people dressed up as diner employees passing out strawberry milkshakes. And I thought that was amazing.
I'm telling you, I type 85 words a minute. I'm real quick to learn where people sit. I can pass the mail, letters, illicit drugs. I'm Colombian. We're good for that. Whatever you guys need, I am happy to oblige.
He's ready to hop off the show. Maybe I should have white-outed his name.
He's going to start in the mailroom, is what it sounds like.
Hey, I'll work my way up.
All right, Casey. So, do you have anything that you want to have our listeners go to support you on? Do you have anywhere you want to send our listeners to?
Obviously, IGN.com, but specifically, my team is the Wikis team, and we work really hard to get the best walkthroughs and game tips and strategies out to you guys. So if you ever need help with the game, go to IGN's wikis. Like, for example, our Zelda Breath of the Wild wiki has a full interactive map with every Korok seed, every shrine, every treasure chest, like anything you could think of. We have a map and you can click on it and it'll bring you to the page and explain how to beat that shrine or like how to defeat the dungeon, or it's really cool. And we put a lot of work into it.
So at 2:00 in the morning when I'm stuck in a game, I can call you?
Sure.
Awesome. Okay,
It'd only be 11 her time.
That's true.
I'll
That's
still
true.
be awake.
Okay, cool. I'll hit you up.
Or what I've been doing, I've been just, you need help with this, and I just send a link to a page that I've written on the wikis. So you might get that.
Familiar.
So when you call her TAC, her voicemail goes, for Marvel games, press 1. For sci-fi, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
You send
cool.
that link back. You can find this and a plethora of other useful links at the fucking website. Stop calling me for this shit.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and I guess if you guys are interested in like following me personally, I have a Twitter, and if you just type in Casey Defreitas on Google, you can find me, or it's at Shiny Quesadilla. Shiny Pokemon are really rare and awesome, and my name is Casey, and my last initial is D.
Awesome.
So
We'll
I'm very creative.
for our listeners, we'll add those into our show notes as well. And then we'll. Yeah, Casey, are you sitting outside?
So my window is open because we don't have air conditioning, and there are a bunch of birds like to hang out on the tree outside.
All of us keep looking at our cell phones, thinking our cell phones are making the bird noises because it's.
No, I have a bunch of birds
It was
outside my
awesome.
window.
It sounds awesome.
It's significantly better than street noise in the middle of the city. So.
I completely agree with that.
Casey, now I know who you are because I've seen your picture a lot lately on
Okay,
Instagram.
Tack is our resident.
That's creepy.
Listen up, because I run her Instagram pages, and then she keeps popping up for people you may know. People you may. I'm like, why does she keep popping up? And now that I see your picture on your Twitter, I'm like, oh, that's her.
There you
Okay.
go.
Now I know her.
Well, Casey, not many other podcasts get a direct line to a writer at IGN, so I feel we stepped it up a notch, and I greatly, greatly appreciate you calling in, talking with us on the show and giving us some of your insider knowledge. We greatly appreciate that, and if any of our listeners out there want to send Casey a direct message, letting her know that you heard her interview on Living Podcariously and show her some love. Do it. Make sure you send her a message and let her know.
I will.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Is there anything else we have? We have any more questions for Casey?
Nope,
All
I'm
right.
good.
Cool. Casey, anything else from you? You have anything else you want to say?
I guess if you guys are ever interested in behind the scenes looks at what our office looks like, you can follow IGN's Snapchat, because we do a lot of behind the scenes goofy stuff on that a lot. And it's actually usually really hilarious. So, like, for example, like during E3, there were just a bunch of behind the scenes shots in our actual like newsroom that we called the War Room, where we'd all sit and write about the conferences. So,
Okay,
cool.
Behind the scenes look.
Is that
check out our Snapchat.
just search Snapchat for IGN?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, awesome.
Cool.
All right, Casey Defreitas, a writer with IGN, living out in beautiful San Francisco, California. We're a little jealous, but we miss you out here in
guys,
Florida.
at least. I'll be back in 4th of July.
Are you going to be at the 7th? God damn it. Are you going to be at the July 7th event over here in Brevard?
I'm seeing what would be better for me, to stay an extra 4 days or to come back again later this year. So I'll let you know.
All right. That was better. So I want you to know.
That is the second solid maybe that we've had for this.
Her maybe was way better than
it was well delivered.
Team Orlando's maybe. It was much
And I
more
have a
solid.
legitimate reason. I don't live in Florida anymore.
Yeah, right.
No,
exactly.
that's totally fair. I just love the fact that it's the second solid maybe.
Yeah, on air.
On air.
All right, Casey. Well, again, thank you very much. We love you and we miss you, of course, and we can't wait to see you back here in Florida again. But enjoy your time out there. You're living a life a lot of people want to live, so have a fun time with it.
Well, thanks, guys. Thank you for inviting me. I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful night.
You too. Bye, guys.
Bye. Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoyed the content or the cast of Living Podcariously, be sure to check out the other show we produce. It's called The Twisted 10. Each week, a host or a guest host takes over the show and brings their own unique and original top 10 list to the show. Here's a few examples. Top 10 crazy religious practices. Top 10 sexual fetishes. Twisted Guinness World Records. Top 10 possible human extinction events. And my personal favorite, top 10 best or worst infomercial products. As you can see, the content is all over the place for the show. However, it is a lot of fun to produce, and we hope you like it. As always, thanks for listening. All right, welcome back to Living Podcariously. That was awesome. Casey Defreitas, IGN, San Francisco. She's a former, well, not a former, she's still a member of the Team Teamwork group out of Orlando and Tampa and Brevard County.
Nice.
So,
good.
Casey, thank you so much for that interview. All right, so talking on the lines of E3, I'm going to run down the nominees for the game of the show. So basically, like the best game that E3 said was the best.
Okay.
All right. So here's the nominees for it. And I don't know all of these personally, but I'll just read their titles. A Way Out, Anthem, Assassin's Creed Origins, Far Cry 5, God of War. Now, I know God of War. Which God of War is that? Do you know, Daniel, do you know which God of War it was?
It's the one where he's like basically a father now. It's it's Father of War.
Old God of War?
Well, it's actually afterwards. It's after he becomes like more of a man, or at least I'm really positive that's how it is. I haven't
coming
seen the
of age
like, full.
tale.
Yeah,
coming of age.
Old Man of War.
The next one's Middle Earth, Shadow of War. The next one's Sea of Thieves. The next one is Marvel's Spider-Man, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Super Mario Odyssey, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. So those are the games that are nominated for the best in show, basically. Like the best dog at the dog show. This is the best game at the game show.
Right.
I will tell you the winners for each one of these categories, but I'll save best in show for last. Let you guys take a guess. Best PS4 game, Marvel Spider-Man.
Interesting.
Best Xbox, Sea of Thieves. Best PC, Middle Earth, Shadow of War. And best Nintendo Switch was Super Mario Odyssey. Now, what do you guys think is the best in show out of those options? If you know it, don't spoil it, but if you know it,
Super Mario.
you think Super Mario, Andrea? What do you
That's
think,
the
Zach?
only
No,
one I
I don't
know.
know anything about this Odyssey
'Cause
Mario.
I know Super Mario.
I fucking love
He's
Super Mario. Is this like a
Gotta win.
what do they call it again? The
Like a side-scrolling?
side-scrolling. Yeah, thank
They
you.
haven't done that for Mario since like Mario 64, I feel like.
No, they can't.
Mario
we,
64
we
It's
did
an
it.
open world with. Oh, did they go back to side-scrolling
Oh,
with the
yeah,
Wii
yeah,
Mario? Yeah.
Is this a side-scrolling Mario or?
No, it's more open world. It's
Gotcha.
very open world. There's a couple of different worlds actually.
I was gonna say my guess was gonna be Mario, just because I saw online some Mario kept popping up, new Mario game. People were very excited about that. Either that or Zelda would be something that I would think would have exploded out of E3. Because as a casual gamer and observer of gaming stuff, those are the titles that stuck out to me in the last couple months.
What do you think, Jay?
I am way too casual of a gamer to know anything.
I say Battlefront 2.
I'm still rooting for Assassin's Creed, and it wasn't even listed.
No, Assassin's Creed Origins was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Okay, then I'm
Assassin's-
going to Assassin's Creed's Origins.
Tack, you're
It
going
didn't win.
Tack, you're going Battlefront 2?
Yeah.
All right, what about you guys? Jennifer, Daniel?
Well, the game that I'm most excited about, because I'm only into comics really, is the Spider-Man, because
Nice.
instead of him having, like, actually shooting webs, he actually has technology, and there's Will Fisk, who is, like, one of my favorite villains, so,
Oh, sweet.
yeah.
There's a little bit of the lore.
Sony had, or that first Spider-Man game that came out a while ago with not the Amazing Spider-Man one. Shit. Now this is how much I know.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, but that first Spider-Man game that came out, I think it was still on like PS2 or something, was really good too for its time.
I heard something about that game was, though, when Spider-Man would shoot his web up in the air to move through the city, it would never connect anything. It would go into a virtual, like...
Listen. You can't nitpick everything, okay? Listen.
Like, what's it connected
King
to?
Kong's a giant gorilla that came up and climbed a building with a white woman, and then they killed the gorilla.
I feel your pain. You're deflecting your ignorance to your game that you just misquoted. So I feel your pain, Jay. I see what you're doing here.
Dick's out for Harambe.
Just smile and nod,
Man,
Jake.
fuck that gorilla.
Just smile and nod.
Chris, which one did you say you like?
The Mario one. I was
Mario?
thinking the Mario one.
All right, so the
Yeah,
winner
Mario.
is Best in Show for E3
Is anybody right?
2017. Yeah, a couple are. Is Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah,
Nice.
go Super Mario.
There's what I'm talking about.
There's the horn.
I do love Mario.
Mario's cool, man. That's
Yeah.
I'm
That's a plug for Mario.
plug for Mario. Hit the bell. I'm classically trained. I started playing the original 8-bit Nintendo back in the mid '80s, and Super Mario
for
was
sure,
that
for
game
sure.
that
Nice.
came with
That-
it.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I've been playing Super Mario since he was fighting Donkey Kong.
That's right.
To climb up
Very
and go
old
backwards
school.
in the snow to play my Mario.
Good times. Good times.
So Daniel, you brought in a Nintendo Switch in tonight into studio, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I had never
Playing it now instead of listening to the show. He's having way more
Well,
fun.
I'm trying to find the video for Super Mario Odyssey so I can kind of show it off a little bit. I think I found it.
The show's boring. is what he's saying.
Technology. It's amazing.
Should I bring my Switch tonight,
it
honey?
moves.
Baby, should I bring the Switch tonight? Are we going to be on the show, sweetie?
I guess I do need Wi-Fi though.
Oh,
Oh.
Technical difficulties.
it's all right.
I mean, we can look it up later.
Yeah, we don't have to see the video now. But so the Nintendo Switch is a new console to me. I've never played it before, so I have no clue even how it works. Josh,
It's the
our
first
buddy
time I've
Josh?
ever actually seen one. So.
Really?
Yeah, because you can't fucking find them anywhere. That's my biggest. That's my
I heard
biggest
they were
beef with
crap. I heard they were shit and they were breaking and.
Well, okay. I think a lot of people were just super pissed, and a lot of people want to be super critical of things lately because that's how you get popular in the critic world, I guess, is being really, really critical of something that's really good. So yeah, they're gonna hate on every part of it they can. But overall, I love this thing. It's awesome.
Yeah, the only beef I have with it is that they released it in such limited quantities. I'm like, oh, fucking release it.
Is it just me or did it come out of nowhere? Because
Oh,
it seems
there
like
was-
they didn't promote it.
No, there was a lot of like little hints, and then
Yeah.
they just came out with it out of nowhere. Like it was basically like the Wii U, but what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, and I heard that's actually why they released it in such limited quantities, because they released the Wii U huge and it fucking tanked.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They got
And,
burned on it, yeah.
Yeah, so when it came to the Switch, they actually released it in limited quantities, trying to mitigate the loss. But now they just won't fucking release it widely, and it's pissing me off.
And it's popular, too. People are liking it. And
Yeah.
It's getting good reviews.
Like
and such,
they have more than enough reason to justify. All right, we should just give a wide release.
Yeah.
Oh no, let's not do that. You know why? Because fuck everyone.
That was almost like a mini Unleash the Shenaniganery right there.
It was kinda-
Almost. It was a little violent. But I set you up. I threw you to the beach, but you didn't take it.
All right, so we'll move on.
But so Daniel, you've got some experience, obviously, in the video game industry. You've first of all, you're an avid player of lots of video games, but you also had a leg up on a lot of folks because you had some inside knowledge on a lot of games for a while. You used to work for GameStop.
Yep. Well, you'd be surprised how little we actually get told before stuff actually happens. Like they'll tell us maybe like a day at the most before anything major really comes out. Like they really don't give us heads up at all.
Oh, that
I
sucks.
have a question about GameStop. Now, since like most games are on this downloadable content now, what the hell is GameStop going to do when I want to bring them all these games just for $6?
Well, if you've been in a store lately, you can see that it's definitely becoming more merchandise than anything else in the store. They
Yeah.
also, obviously still do the games and stuff like that, but it seems like they're trying to focus more around merchandise lately. So they're making like a transition, but I mean, they still focus on games, obviously.
Is this going to be like Blockbuster Video here eventually? Or what?
Hey, listen, if FYE still has storefronts open, I feel like
Yeah.
GameStop and FYE at the Melbourne Square Mall are just competing to see who can sell their life-size Deadpool doll first. That's all they're doing.
I think FYE is going to be around a little bit. At least they started carrying vinyl, which is good.
Yeah, vinyl's had a
It's too
huge.
expensive.
That's because there's nothing else to sell.
I know, but they price it way too high.
I would kill for a vinyl Beastie Boys License to Ill. I would
Holly's got one.
love a re.
Holly has it.
You
yeah.
can go to flea markets and get it for like way cheaper.
Oh yeah. I prefer like the old.
Yeah.
I don't want the I don't want the 180 gram. I want like the original one that came out. Sorry,
180.
I'm a vinyl geek. We can move on.
All right, for the next old man story. No, I'm just kidding.
I've been listening to vinyl since it was made out of actual vinyl.
So Daniel, what are you looking most forward to coming out here, especially out of that E3 list? But if not that, anything else for game wise?
I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to like how Anthem's going to be. It's like if you didn't already hear about it, it was like a kind of like a Destiny clone, but like it had a lot more to it seemed like. And that was one game that I was kind of interested in that I didn't get to see much of. I didn't get to watch all of E3. I was kind of working and busy. But that was just one of the games I really wanted to see more about because it looks really, really interesting. And Destiny 2 obviously looks very interesting as well, but I'm obsessed with Legend of Zelda right now on my Switch.
Nice.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to pull me away from it when it's such an amazing game, and they're coming out with more expansion stuff for it very, very soon, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of like an open world for Zelda at this point. So you can scale walls and shit too from what I've read.
Are they going to redo Ocarina of Time? Because that would be badass.
I want to see that too, but I don't think they're doing it anytime soon. They might do like an HD remaster, but nothing like totally remake.
Yeah, lame.
All right.
Guess they don't want to make money.
I'm a former WoW addict. I don't know if anyone knows this or not.
That game destroys families, and you should stay away from
Yes, it does. Horrible game.
I played that game for probably 8 years. Hardcore.
I've never even seen a screenshot of that game.
You know nothing of
Stay
dedication.
away from it, Tax. Stay away.
No, I have zero interest.
Horrible.
Zero interest.
I have spent
It's
the
worse
last
than
20
drugs.
years trying to beat Goonies on Nintendo Entertainment System. You know nothing of commitment.
The
Lion King.
Entertainment System.
Oh, the Lion King? Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
do
that
you
game.
remember that?
Fuck that game in all its holes. All right? There's no reason why that game should be that difficult.
I played E.T. on Atari. So
My favorite was
It was just
Maniac Mansion on regular Nintendo.
I'm still trying to beat Pitfall on
Love that
Intellivision.
I'm still trying to figure out how to play Spy vs. Spy to begin with, let alone beat it. The game makes no sense whatsoever. I'll tell you that much.
All right, so Daniel, you brought your beautiful girlfriend with you tonight, Jennifer.
Hi.
Now, Jennifer is in full costume, in cosplay costume in here tonight. So first, so for our listeners, you can go to facebook.com/livingpodcariously. We're going to throw some photos up there on the site for you to take a look at.
Instagram. Check out her Instagram.
And Instagram. Thank you,
Thank
Tack.
you.
But what's your character? What are you dressed as tonight, Jennifer?
I am cosplaying as Zatanna from DC Comics, which not everyone may know. She's not like super popular, but she's really awesome. So you should definitely like look her up.
What's the name?
Zatanna.
Zatanna.
Spell it. Just because I have to put it on Instagram. So
Oh. Z-A.
plug for Instagram. Sorry. Z-A.
He just censored the rest of this.
Okay. Z-A-T-A.
In English, please.
Zaytay.
Letters are hard.
Sorry.
She's going British on us.
Z-A-T-A.
With some Z's. Z's in there.
Lord, I know.
Sorry, we won't interrupt you.
It's okay. Z-A-T-A and then double N-A.
Zatanna. No, it's a cool outfit. So top hat and
Yeah,
like
she's basically looks like a
fishnets.
magician and fishnets. I don't know how she like kicks ass all day with heels because I was at the convention all day and I was dying. Like there were battle wounds.
The blisters.
The blisters were so bad.
so you just went to in that outfit. You
Yeah.
just went to the hell's the name of the expo you guys
MegaCon.
went to? MegaCon in Orlando.
Yes.
And so I've heard a couple of different podcasts. Like Tom and Dan just did a podcast interview with a cosplay person, and so did it wasn't Scotch and Good Conversation. Who was the other one that did it? 1K Away. They also just interviewed a cosplay person, but the ones they interviewed, I don't think went to that one. What I wanted to know is a little bit more about like the experience that a cosplay girl specifically has at those types of events, because I know it's considerably different than if Tack and I dressed up in our favorite superhero outfits and headed to MegaCon in Orlando. It's a different experience for girls because of the whole repertoire around what those kind of cosplay events are. So first thing, was it enjoyable? Did you enjoy going to that?
Yeah, it was really fun. I always enjoy going for sure. Going with my friends is the best part, and seeing all the really cool cosplays each year is my favorite.
Daniel went with you this year too, right? You went
Yeah,
up
he
there
was
as well?
playing werewolf the whole time though.
Really?
Yeah,
Not the whole time.
most of the time.
Oh, they're adorable, aren't they? Just saying.
Completely.
No.
No, stop it. But no, what I want to really know is a few articles that I've read online and a few interviews that I've heard from cosplay folks is that the girls get the weird followers around those events. You get people like creepers that
I
are.
actually have a story from this one. It
Oh,
happened.
Did you set that up, Adam?
Not at all. I didn't. We didn't. I told her what I wanted to ask her.
No.
I told her what I wanted to ask her about, but
Usually, honestly, it's really not that bad. Like, I have people who are like, surprised, especially when I do such a, not a super common character. But I was honestly just chilling against the wall recharging my phone. And this guy is just like asking me like where these things are. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just here charging my phone. And like the distance between me and him got like thinner than a quarter, and I was really uncomfortable. Like I was like on my phone, like please leave me alone. And these people were like, "Hey, you need help?" And I was like, "Yeah, save me."
somebody came to the rescue.
It's like,
but you're with him right now. He's on the couch. He's right here next to you.
His persistence paid off.
Yes, exactly.
It
Right?
worked.
See those creepers out there.
Yeah.
You can get the girl.
No, what you do is when they.
sorry.
What you do is when they start getting that close, you pick up your phone and say, "Okay, I'm sending an email right now, and the subject line is please seek justice if found murdered. You need to back the fuck away."
Oh god, yeah, it was pretty. He was a really creepy person. Like I don't know, he needed some help.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had a really. He wasn't as bad. He was mostly just like hitting on me, and it was just not going anywhere. And he was like a skinny Deadpool. And he was just like, "What? Have you never been hit on?" And I was like, yeah, but I'm totally not interested." And he was like, "Oh, okay."
You should have said, "Yeah, I've been hit on, but successfully, and yours are not successful."
No, yeah, his pickup lines were terrible.
Oh, please tell me a pickup line a skinny Deadpool used on you.
Wait, she did say skinny Deadpool. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you, Tack.
I mean, the weight doesn't necessarily. Ooh.
It's okay.
Okay. Well, the
The studio is collapsing. The studio is collapsing.
What is happening?
Andy is knocking over our sound panels.
It's bedlam everywhere.
This is 3 glasses of wine.
This is why we don't give people nice things.
That's her limit. That's her limit.
I can't say word for word what his pickup line was, but because he was from the Marvel universe, and if I was from the DC, he said something along the lines like, "Hey, let's mix universes," and and I was like, "That's freaking weird."
That's when you go, that's how flat earthers are born.
I'm like, it's like when you kind of try in a class, but you literally don't know anything, so you just get a C- because the teacher feels bad for you.
Under his outfit, he's probably 13, and he's hitting on her.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, it's really funny, and I'm just gonna bring this up because it's so the coincidence is ridiculous. I saw his face because he was talking to a cop and stuff, having a conversation.
Wait.
Let's go back.
Was he talking to the cop, or was the cop talking to him?
No, they were having a mutual conversation. This was much later. He just happened to be hanging around, and it was the end of the con, and not a lot of people were there. And then the next day. Him and Daniel saw each other. Like, "Oh, hey, dude, this is your girlfriend? Oh, wow." And it was the same person. And I was just I had so much anger.
Jay and Tack almost, the two of you leaped out when the creeper was talking to the cop. The two of you saw so many common angles.
Because it's very rare that the universe works itself out like that.
I know. That's why I had to share it.
Oh, that's awesome. So, all right. So do you have, and I know this is inappropriate to ask, but do you have at those events, is there a problem with guys groping? Because I've heard on a lot of interviews that really is a problem. Seriously, walking around and you get your ass
It
grabbed.
just sounds like do guys get in trouble for groping? It's like he's trying to find out.
She had.
No, they
dying
don't.
to
Okay,
know.
good.
He's
We're
trying
going.
to figure out how much he can get away with.
That's what you ask the stripper when you get a dance from her for the first time.
Hey, listen, can I put my hands on this?
What's off limits?
Can I grab your nipples?
What's
Or?
going on?
Honestly, the question isn't inappropriate because it's a real issue, so I don't mind talking about it. There were signs around that, I forgot what it said, but it literally just said, "Keep your hands to yourself." Cosplay is not consent.
Yeah.
I took a picture with it in my Black Canary costume and posted it on Instagram because it was awesome. But not necessarily when you're walking around is it an issue. It's more when you do photo shoots and or you take a picture with a guy and his hand goes down a little more than it should.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, stuff like that definitely happens.
Well, next up
and
in studio, we're taking pictures with you.
I
told
do
you.
know martial arts and I box,
Yes.
so I will kick your ass.
You're only
she's
turning
bendy. She's
you're-
bendy.
I was gonna say you're only turning tack on right now. That's not a good thing.
Yeah. And you threatening to beat the shit out of Adam? I mean, he's been begging for that for months.
Oh no, Andrea.
Now your boyfriend's getting up now. I was just kidding. No.
This is a naked. So can I just swipe and start looking through? No, I'm kidding. No, this is a picture of Jennifer in front of the cosplay is not consent sign that's
see.
giant at the event.
Not giant enough, apparently.
That's a good.
Yeah, no.
There were a bunch of them around too.
So-
but
They
people
should
can't
change the
read, I
name
guess.
to Cosplay is Not Consent Con.
So I got a question for you. So is this like are you hired by MegaCon for this or?
No, I'm not hired by MegaCon. There are really popular cosplayers that like go on, like they're on YouTube and they have a large following that like get invited to. I'm mostly in like the photographer group, I would say, like taking a lot of shoots, and you'll see me there, but I'm very ambiguous.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's all for fun.
For sure. Yeah, my daughter works MegaCon. She works it every year, but she doesn't do any cosplays. Well, she does, but mostly she's there for the event staff and things like that. So
Well, if you work for them, you get like a really good deal on your tickets and stuff. I've considered like definitely doing it for MetroCon, so
yeah, she got to hang out with God, I forgot his name now. Shit. The guy who played Darth Vader in Rogue One. So that she was with him like all weekend.
that's
That
awesome.
was awesome. Yeah, that is badass.
What other costumes do you wear? So we've seen this one. What else? What are your favorite ones? Your go-to costumes?
Well, my first cosplay ever was always going to be like my favorite, and it's from one of my favorite animes actually called Hellsing, and I did a gender bent version of Alucard, and like I didn't, when I was walking around, of course not everyone's going to have seen the anime, but the ones that do, like, it made me so freaking happy because you connected with people really, really fast and really well, and people were like, oh my god, that's my favorite anime too, and he's such a dark but awesome character.
Nice.
I am dying to go to a cosplay event as Princess Vespa's stunt double.
Do it. Yes.
You will
That's
awesome.
Wait,
That's awesome.
We already talked about
Yeah, we
going,
did talk
going
about this.
to Halloween parties, and we could just make this a cosplay as Spaceballs, and we could be the Spaceball stunt doubles.
It's going to be hard to find a wedding dress my size, but I'm totally down for this.
Because I didn't want to be the princess. If we're all going to dress up with that, it seems stupid.
You wanna
for me
be-
that.
No, it's just
Bot, or-
I'm just a
I
stunt
want
double, and I
him to
want
be
the
that.
giant
I don't wanna be the
hot air blow
princess.
dryer. I can't live without it.
I want to be the guy in
Comb
the
the desert.
Yeah, I want to be the guy in the desert.
Desert.
We ain't found shit. I want to be that guy. All right. So, what other cosplay events are up and coming that you're planning on going to? And Daniel, are you going to be dressing up as well and going with her? Because that's
I hope
think a
so.
cool couple. I think that's a really cool couples thing to go do.
Yeah.
There is another convention coming up. They like almost every single convention in Florida has some kind of costume contest. And there's a lot of conventions in Florida. But we were gonna do
Holiday Matsuri is one we were gonna do for sure. It's like a Christmas kind of themed one, and it's I don't know. It sounds like a fun spin, and it sounds really fun. I'm gonna try to go to MetroCon. Like I really want to. It's honestly, sorry to like MegaCon fans, but it's more fun and it's friendlier. MegaCon's
More
become
personal.
more about the money now. This year it wasn't
Sure.
as enjoyable as the first year I ever went.
What's the difference between MegaCon and MetroCon?
They're honestly in MegaCon now has two like areas that it's in, like Tampa and Orlando, but MetroCon's mainly in Tampa, and it's supposedly more anime, but you can do anything. They're just two competing big conventions.
Ah, okay.
And they're also spelled different too.
Yeah.
It's attack.
Good for
MetroCon
you.
being, home of the metrosexual, a lot more manicured eyebrows.
I was
on
thinking
guys.
Metroid. I was thinking Saris. What's the girl's name in Metroid? The
You're asking the wrong guy.
Me too.
what's the girl's name in Metroid?
I don't understand the question.
Samus.
Samus. That was close.
Seamus, right? That's like,
Yeah, I would have gone with Seamus if I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Samus.
That famous Seamus Shillelagh.
How can our listeners go see your information? Or do you have like an Instagram for your cosplay stuff?
I do. Well, my
Do you want our? Wait, let me rephrase that. Do you want our listeners going to check it
It's
out?
fine. I don't care. Like my Instagram is like open. Like anyone can follow me. But my Instagram kind of has everything, including my cosplay. Just a pre-warning. But it's Jen with 2 N's and then _ Buddington Buddington.
Well, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, we're going to get some pictures of you in your costume, and go check it out on the Facebook page. So facebook.com/livingpodcariously. Like her photos, tell her you saw some of her photos from here. Hit her up on Instagram, and yeah, that'd be cool. All right, well, we're going to take a break in studio real quick, unless there's anything else you want to shout out for our listeners to go do. You want to send our listeners to any specific place?
Go to Metricon.
All right, well, there you go.
Go see me at a con.
All right, very cool. So we're going to take a break in studio. We're going to come back. We're going to interview Mr. Chris Crespo with Cinema Crespodiso. And then we've got a couple of our standard Living Podcariously bits that we want to do and include you guys in on them. So give us a few minutes and we will be right back in studio. And enjoy some DJ Gil Lugo during the break. All right, thanks.
Hey, Tech, you ever have that conversation with your girl about where to eat dinner and it always turns into that back and forth? I don't know, you pick.
Yeah, every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got an answer for you next time that comes up.
Oh, yeah? Where at?
The Salty Fox in Melbourne off of Oak Alley Boulevard.
Oh, nice. I've actually been there, and the food was pretty awesome.
Hell yeah, it was. They offer a great selection of paninis, shareable appetizers, soups and salads, and one of the best desserts I've ever had, the Funky Monkey.
Oh, yeah. My favorite was the vintage options. They got this meal called ramen noodle on crack. You just got to try it out.
Done. That's definitely what I'm getting next time.
Put the fun between your legs at the Salty Fox every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. with the Oak Alley Arts District Bike Crawl.
It's a 4-mile bicycle ride down Pineapple Avenue with stops for food and beer all along the route. Be sure to visit the Salty Fox every Sunday for brunch from 11 to 4.
Hey, isn't that the $10 bottomless mimosas brunch?
Sure is. Enjoy your brunch while the Salty Fox's DJ spins throwbacks and top 40 hits.
Salty Fox is located in the downtown Oak Alley Art District on Oak Alley Boulevard.
Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/saltyfoxmelbourne or online at thesaltyfox.net.
Hey listeners, be sure to mention you heard about the Salty Fox on our show and you'll get 10% off your meals.
My name is Carrie Sims, and I host Sketching Comedy with my artist friends Imran Javed.
Hey, that's me!
And Phil Rude each week live on YouTube. Hang out with us as I learn and discuss the legends of comic book art and comedians while the fellows are creating live drawings during the show. I learned Stan Lee defied the Comic Code Authority with an anti-drug comic.
That's right, Carrie, but did you know the Hulk wasn't supposed to be green? He was supposed to be gray! The printer screwed it up!
Visit BlazingCaribouStudio.com or tune in each week on our YouTube channel and download the podcast at iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever podcasts are found.
Sketch you later!
Mix up the tightest jams, Orlando's hottest DJ, DJ Gil Lugo.
Welcome back to Living Podcariously. So, this is a hell of a night, Tack.
I know, we got
a lot of stuff going on.
Lots of stuff going on.
I like it though.
Lots of interviews,
Yeah, definitely.
It's crazy.
Things.
What's that?
Things, lots of things.
Lots of things. Good
Lots
word.
of things. It's Monday night. We started recording Saturday morning.
Andrew is a wordsmith.
What year is it?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so one of the folks we have in studio tonight is Chris Crespo with Cinema Crespodiso podcast.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Cinema Crespodiso.
Isn't it fun?
It's fun to say.
It's incredibly alliterative.
It just makes you feel like you can speak somewhat kind of Spanish.
A little bit.
Fake Spanish. It's that Esperanto is what's going on there.
It's sexy.
Oh, Andrea. Snail trail? No, nothing.
No.
All right.
Whoa. Say that.
That took a quick turn there.
That escalated quite quickly.
Handsome dude. He's got a nice beard.
But the term in general is just disgusting.
Is it? Is that as
Yes.
bad as groping at cosplay?
That's
sounds prettier
Now
than
you're trying to get her
snail trail.
approval. So can I grow up at cosplay? She
If
said
you
I could.
stop using that word.
All right, yes, ma'am.
What, cosplay? Yeah, stop using that word.
All right,
Let's talk
so
about Cinema Crespodiso.
So Chris just hosted the Twisted 10 with us, so be sure to go check out his episode of the Twisted 10. It was fabulous. The amount of passion that you brought to that show was, unparalleled right
I
now.
think you took 3 breaths through the whole entire episode.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, man. I appreciate it.
They were big breaths, though.
Big
went
breaths.
and went.
I've been practicing for years now on how to do that. Yeah.
It is a different audience, so Living Podcariously audience is different than Twisted 10. There are a lot of lead overs, but for the most part. So give our audience for Living Podcariously a general idea of what Cinema Crespodiso is.
Yes, Cinema Crespodiso is a movie show that we've been doing for 4 years now. It comes out. The official show is once a week. There's a bonus episode during the middle of the week. It's a spinoff of a radio show called SBK Live, and it's ostensibly about movies and pop culture, but we talk about all sorts of stuff. Like the episode we did right after the election was a very dark and depressing episode. So we'll talk about all sorts of stuff. We'll get tangents crazy, but then there's segments and games and music, and it's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. So.
Yeah, I've listened to probably 10 to a dozen of your shows.
Nice.
I've listened to several of them. I'm halfway through the most recent one. Your guys' level of energy in that show and the way you guys host it is fabulous.
Thank you.
You have a good chemistry with you and your co-hosts.
Drewster Cogburn, he's a fun guy. I've known him for a while now, and we take the podcasting like it's a fun thing, but we don't take it that seriously. So we just we drink, we have a good time. I have my sound effects. I do all the notes and everything, so everyone else is just showing up to talk, and I'm the one. As long as I can keep the show on rails for the most part, then we can just go crazy with it, and I think it comes across. It's a lot of fun.
No wonder you've been spending so long in the bathroom. It's been longer than usual.
All the rails,
writing the notes.
Well, between all the alcohol and I keep hitting the toot pen, I gotta get up somehow. So the rails help, that's for sure.
Well, he's been there so long, it must be your show. He's just so entertained. I'm like, what is taking so long?
Oh, I know, because he listens to the show while he takes a shit.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. That's how you need to listen to the show. As a matter of fact, it's the best way to listen.
That's the most attention I give anything is when I'm there. I listen to a podcast, I cue one up, and I play Tetris on the show.
Because what else are you gonna do? You're sitting there.
Yeah, right.
You're
Exactly.
waiting.
No, then by the time you realize that you're done, your legs are numb, so you got to sit there until the feeling comes back.
Right.
You ever get those circles on the right before your knees where your elbows always sit?
Yes.
You get those all the time, man. All the time.
Because you're leaning forward.
That's not from your
Turned
elbows.
around
You know what I always wanted to do? I want to do it to where you have like a row of guys or girls, doesn't matter. Sitting
you
on,
really think?
Sitting on toilets, right? And they sit there for a good 20 minutes ish, and then everybody gets up and races.
Oh, a dead leg race.
It's like a 200-yard dash.
The pins and needles marathon.
Do they get to pull up their
I like
pants?
that.
We should do that.
Pants down. That's a good
You
question.
gotta be on a toilet seat though.
Could it
Is
just
that-
be a chair? Could it just be
I
a
like
chair?
that.
Can you just be
Well,
sitting in
no,
the chair?
it's good. Well, you don't have to actually be, pooping.
But you gotta
know.
cut off the circulation.
Yeah,
somehow,
yeah,
is what we're
yeah.
doing.
So it could be
So you
a
need the
closed
round seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need pants down, but you can wear like boxers or something,
Can you pick up your pants when you say go? Can you pick up your pants to run, or do you have to run with your
this is
pants around
something
your ankles?
this is new here.
This is uncharted territory.
Yeah, this,
Attacks like my nightmare hasn't gone that far yet.
no. This is good. Wait, let's fast forward to not the next
This
event,
sounds
but at an
like-
event. This will happen in a living podcast.
We're gonna have all the podcasts.
We have one coming July 7th.
No, not that one.
Maybe
We're not
this
ready
should
for
be
that.
a game.
Maybe
You
the
don't have enough
Salty
time to
Fox
get the
one. Maybe
toilets.
who knows?
I don't think Village Idiot or
Yeah,
Salty
we-
Fox would go for this.
Yeah, we got to buy 5
something's telling me.
toilets. Can you get 5 toilets soon?
We'll work on that.
Maybe
I got
4.
a guy.
You got a toilet guy?
Yeah, I got a guy.
knew
So,
you had a
Cinema
toilet guy.
Crespodiso.
Yeah, taxi rail it.
Cinema Crespodiso.
This is actually what the show's all about, man. We'll spend 10 minutes talking about toilets. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so Cinema Crespodiso, they're formatted towards a concept, but they tangent just like we do, and
Yeah,
it's
all the time.
It's the same feel. It's like it's almost like the listener is right there in the studio with them recording and just not on mic.
But not
That's about
allowed
all
to
it feels like.
speak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Which
like
is
listening to
the
any
way I
podcast.
prefer it. Yeah, the listeners need to shut the fuck up and sit back and let the professionals do the thing. That's why I don't do phone calls or nothing like that.
That's all.
You just listen.
Yeah, phone calls. So we're grassroots, homegrown, just
Sure.
and
Favorite words.
hooking Skype up. Well, it's true. Hooking Skype up to our mixer takes two daisy-chained little tiny cables running all the way across to the laptop. I mean, look, we don't have the money
but at the same, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't bother with the Skype. I don't bother with call-ins. Like, you know what? I can record in studio. That is enough. This is the type of show I want to do and I want to listen to. So I'm not gonna go crazy trying to get people to call in. Plus, the shows that have call-in features, it's like the show's going great. Everyone's talking about, oh, we got a phone call, and then they pull someone in, and it's like, it's just bring everything to a grinding halt.
100% right.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
We had a couple calls that called in while we had the Burn It Down cast in here in studio, and remarkably, those turned out awesome.
Yeah, that's where we got our first solid maybe.
Yeah.
Your first on-air maybe.
Yes. Those were fantastic. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I've heard a ton of call-in types of podcasts.
Most of the times they're going to shit the bed. Every now and then there'll be a good call and you'll get good content, but that's rare, I think.
Cinema Crespodiso is also at 300 and something episodes.
Yes, we officially have done 232 normal episodes. We just did 232, but with the bonus episodes, we're actually approaching like almost 400 total episodes, going back to January 2013.
Crazy. That's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, tons of free entertainment for people to listen to. There's no paywall. I don't take anything down. It's all there for people to check out.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really
cool.
good. So you've worked in the past with SBK?
Yep, that's how I started on SBK Live, doing that a couple of years on Monday nights, doing a movie segment. It started as a 7-minute segment. By the time the show was over, I had taken over an entire hour on Monday nights, and that's how Cinema Crespodiso was born. I had a bunch of segments. And I even told Kevin while we were still doing the show, I was like, look, one day I'm gonna take what I do on your show, I'm gonna lift it out in its entirety, and it's gonna be its own show as it is. And he was like, cool, sounds good. All right.
Yeah, that's awesome. Kevin's awesome. And SBK, if you happen to be listening to either one of these Twisted 10 or Living Podcariously podcasts, we're happy you got that transplant, buddy, and we're happy that you're doing healthy.
Got a new kidney. Yeah, a nice white kidney
transplant. Oh, I thought we were going somewhere else with that.
What?
I don't know.
A people transplant?
You're talking about a child's knee for kidney? I didn't know where he was going.
The kid's knee.
That was a dad joke of the dad joke of the day. Hit the plug.
Hi, that's Dad.
Wait, no, so the bells for plugs and dad jokes?
It's the bells for really anything we want.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The bell was bought for you to get kisses at Christmas.
But then he gave the bell to me. So.
Ring the bell since we mentioned the bell.
Oh, there's a whole new
You mentioned the bell, you ring the bell.
Yeah.
I like that.
Have you
That's a
been
good
counting
rule.
how many times?
That needs to be rung again, right? Can you ring the bell? We're talking about the bell. All right.
Yeah. It just becomes a cycle.
Keep it going.
Eventually we glitch in real life.
It's the snake eating its own tail is what's going on. Yeah.
So every podcast has what they consider, that the team of the podcast has what they consider one of their favorite shows. Mm-hmm. So out of the 400 episodes that you guys have, Cinema Crespodiso, looking back over that 4 years at this point, I guess, right?
Sure, yeah, about 4 years, yeah.
What would stand out in your mind as your favorite episode, the most fun that you had ever recording?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Pretty recently, earlier in the year, what's episode 230 episodes ago? God damn, like 5 or 6 months ago already. Episode 200 was our remix episode where I put together a special. If you listen to the show regularly, you hear all the different segments, you know how the show goes. There's a certain order that the show goes through, but I did a remix episode where I brought out like a game board with it was numbered, and I had a special guest was DJ Babylack, who he owns West Orlando. He's mega popular over there, and he's a great guest to have. And he would like pick a number 1 through 9, and that dictated the segment that was coming up. So it was all like rearranged and everything. It was a lot of fun. That probably stands out as a winner for sure.
So it's a titled remix episode?
I think it was titled the remix episode. Yeah, that's episode number 200. Because I figured it's a 200th episode. Let's do something kind of special. Let's mix it up somehow. Literally did a remix episode. Yeah,
awesome.
And I haven't done that since. I don't know if I ever will do it again. We'll see. So,
I'll have to go back and listen to that one. I haven't heard that one before, so I'll have to go back.
It's a good one. Like I said, almost 400 episodes, hours and hours of free entertainment. If you're just discovering the show now, I mean, you can listen for a very long time. We're blowing up in Japan the last few months. So people they keep downloading like every episode in one chunk. So we keep getting like 300 something episodes, boom, in Japan. Again, Japan, over and over. So we're blowing up over there.
I don't even know if we have downloads in Japan.
You gotta check. You never know. You might have a whole bunch of them.
To all of our Japanese listeners.
Domo arigato. You guys are the best. Thank you.
I did learn, though, all of our shows got out explicit, every single show. Yeah. So I did learn that we're now restricted in anyone who lists their podcast as explicit, you don't get any listens in China or in India.
No way, is that
they at the firewall of the country's ISP?
I'm guessing
whatever manages
North Korea too, probably.
Probably not.
Is that why I'm not getting no downloads in China? I thought it was because it wasn't in Cantonese. Because I do use the explicit tag for sure. Because we curse, we don't give a fuck. So, but if you don't want to put up the clean tag or not have an explicit tag, have someone complain. If iTunes takes your shit down because of that, good luck trying to get it back up. It's a real pain in the ass. And half my audience listens via iTunes. Have you noticed this? That your listeners, if for whatever reason a service isn't updated properly, and you can tell them, okay, Stitcher for whatever reason hasn't updated in a couple of weeks. You can still listen to the show via iTunes or this or that, and they're like, no, I'll wait for Stitcher to get fixed. I'm like, there's other ways you can listen. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I'm that way. I'm pretty much a slave to Stitcher. It took me, matter of fact, I didn't start using Google Play for podcasts until I started on this one.
There you go. That's
just because I was like,
I'll be honest,
but I have Stitcher.
Because
Google
so
Play
used
is
to it.
not that reliable on my phones and my devices so far. I've used Podcast Addict and Stitcher, and both of those seem to be more reliable than Google Play. However, Google Play, if you want to sponsor us, I will completely change my mind on that.
Well, I use iTunes. I never had problems. So there you go.
iTunes is pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty reliable. I mean, podcasting. They goddamn invented the freaking word.
Yeah, exactly.
From iPods, which is insane. No one even has an iPod anymore, but we're all podcasting now. It makes no sense.
For our listeners, you might have also heard Chris on Tom and Dan, a mediocre time with Tom and Dan, or on a corporate time with Tom and Dan, or on the BDM, behind the scenes content, the elite content from Tom and Dan.
Yeah, I did one of their BDM episodes today, as a matter of fact, so subscribers can hear that. I've also been on a bunch of other shows in Orlando, like What's the Fuss is a fun show.
Those are some great guys.
I've done a couple episodes of Doug Loves Movies. I think one of those is still available because that stuff goes behind a paywall.
That's right. You were actually on video for that, weren't you? Because
you want to do some fucking lines? Sorry, that's my favorite segment.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, guys, we do some fucking lines. Not video, but it was
a Facebook Live or something.
Maybe did someone Facebook Live it? There was like the last one was in December, and it was in Fort Lauderdale, the Fort Lauderdale Improv, and there was a good crowd there, like 200 something people, and they took a lot of pictures and stuff, and it was really cool. I got to be on stage with Bert Kreischer. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah.
I absolutely love Bert Kreischer. I love his podcast.
Yeah, Bert Cast is a great cast. It's
I will
a great
tell you,
show, man.
I know we're plugging another show over and over and over, other than yours, but my favorite interview of all time that I've ever heard, in fact, where I would go out and like tell people that don't even listen to podcasts, hey, listen to this because it's the best, is the Tom and Dan interview with Bert Kreischer on.
It's like 2.5 hours long.
It is so fucking funny.
Ridiculous.
They literally called another podcast during their podcast while the other podcast was recording. So it was almost like a level of inception that happened there, and they were just talking shit, and it was like Tom and Dan are like, what's going on?
And they were just sitting there for 20 minutes like he's interviewing another, or he's doing another interview on our interview. That was a wild show.
But what do you do? You got Bert Kreischer sitting in your studio. Yeah, just let him go.
Yeah, what do you say no? Yeah, the only reason they had to stop was because they were going to do their like Friday show. Their 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock show was about to start. Like, we have to record another show.
Yep.
You need to leave. But otherwise, that was a great interview. And he's a super nice guy when I got to meet him. And so I've been podcasting now for a few years, doing radio. I'm also on the radio every week. For people in Orlando who are listening, because this is not available via podcast. If you're in Orlando, Thursdays, 91.5, I call in at 6:30 to the Curtis Earth Show.
Oh, nice.
To talk some shit there for 10 or 15 minutes at a clip. And if you're not hearing it live, then it's gone. It's not podcast at all. So on that show, I will wow out and say the craziest shit I can on college radio, because it's radio. But I will try to like throw stuff out there and just say wild shit, because it's like then it goes into the ether. It's gone. And what are you going to prove? What are you going to say that I said something crazy? You can't prove it, So I recommend people check out that show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So give our listeners ways to reach you and contact you or follow you or any of that fun stuff.
Sure. I love Twitter. I'm all about it. So you can follow me on Twitter at I am Chris Crespo, because there's like 50 other Chris Crespo. So I had to come up with an inventive name. ChrisCrespo.com is the website, iTunes, Stitcher Radio. You can listen to the show and find me on Facebook. Also, I do trivia around Orlando. So if you look up Facebook.com, Chris Crespo Trivia, I've been doing a few gigs around town and prizes and stuff, and it's free for people. It's a lot of fun. So there you go.
He might really like Game Time Tech.
Yeah.
I'm good at games. We do a game every week on Cinema Crespodiso, Drew Chicago
nice,
versus
nice,
the world.
nice.
We make them go up against the guest, and we keep a record of the year, and it's a lot of fun. So
Cool,
I'm all
cool.
about the games.
Well, very cool.
Nice.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Chris. We're going to do a game time segment and a Guyry segment here in just a few minutes. So, yeah, we'd love to have you if you want to hang out.
Awesome. Dope.
All right, cool deal.
It's DJ Gianluca in the mix.
Infinite Points, blending the exotic and traditional art of fire performing with a modern and technical flair.
If you're planning an event and want your guests to have a visually stunning and memorable experience, bring the performance from Infinite Points to your venue.
It's scary, it's exciting, and it's certain to put you on the edge of your seat. This is truly fire performing at its finest. If fire spinning is too hot for your venue, they also perform with full LED props still bright enough to shine at your event.
If you want to get a hold of them, email them at booking@infinitepointsperforming.com or visit them online at www.infinitepointsperforming.com.
The performers at Infinite Points are professional and always encourage and adhere to safety. While what they do is amazing, they always remind you, don't try this at home.
If you ever have a chance, go on Vice. Kids telling dirty jokes.
Oh, really?
It is it's a collection of the most deplorable, horrendous, dirty jokes, adorably told by the sweetest 4-year-olds you've ever seen.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that.
That sounds good.
Hey, Jay.
Yo.
It's game time.
Game time. It's been
All right. It's been a while since I brought a game time, and it doesn't count for last
Well,
week.
you did Dan Cummins'
I
game.
did
That
Dan
was
Cummins.
fun.
That was a
You did Dan
whole
Cummins?
show.
Wait a minute.
I kind of did. All right, so I actually stole this game from Jimmy Fallon because he plays great games in his show. So I was doing some research and I was like, oh, this looks kind of fun.
All right.
Okay, so I need 3 teams of 2, which we have. I'm going to be the host. I'm not playing.
Okay,
But
perfect.
I thought of this. I knew a couple was coming. I don't want you together. So I want nobody has to move their seats or anything.
You look so hurt.
She's been trying to duck him since he approached her in that Deadpool outfit.
Yes.
So you guys need to pick teams, or I can pick them for you, so nobody feels
why don't
left
you pick 'em-
out.
why don't you pick them for us? You
That
assign
way
teams.
nobody. Okay, all right. So let's do Jay and Andrea.
I knew you were gonna pick that because we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Okay.
We kick some major ass.
Yep.
And let's do these 2 guys, and then Adam, you'll be with her.
All right, so Chris and Daniel.
and Daniel
Yeah, for the
together.
people that are
Sorry.
listening who didn't see who Tech pointed
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of pointing going on.
And Jennifer and me.
Jennifer and
All
you.
right.
All right. So we know their partners. Yes.
Andrew,
okay.
we're team Sparkly Unicorns.
Okay, let's name our
Unicorns.
teams.
Jennifer, what are we going to name our name?
Yeah. Fighting Mongoose?
We're the Fighting Mongoose?
Yeah,
Fighting Mongoose.
Is it Mongoose? Or
They're the sitting ducks.
who's the
Done.
sitting?
Who's the
duck?
city?
They couldn't think of a name. They're the sitting ducks.
Oh.
We'll do
Done. Too late.
Mogwai after midnight.
No,
I
just say Gremlin.
Those are just gremlins.
Just say Gremlin.
Yeah.
Either that or they're very hungry
Sitting
mogwai.
ducks.
See, you know what I'm doing. They haven't transformed yet.
Yeah, they
Sitting
could have
duck.
not fed
Okay,
them.
so this is going to be hard to say a lot. Okay, so we got Team Sparkly Unicorn. I know that because that's always Andrew's team.
Yay!
We have Team Mongoose.
What was it? Monkey Mongoose? Sorry, I forgot what you said.
Fighting Mongoose.
Yeah, fight.
The Fighting Mongoose?
That
Fighting
one,
Mongoose.
Oh, Killer Tofu.
Or Killer. The Fighting Mongooses.
Fighting Mongooses.
Mongooses.
Okay.
I know that's incorrect, but that's what the team name is.
Team Fighting. Is it the Fighting or just Fighting?
I think the.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Make it more
I think the
difficult.
article is important in this one. Yeah.
King. So
Fighting
Team Sparkly Unicorn, Team the Fighting Mongooses,
Yes.
and Team
Mogwai after midnight.
Mogwai after midnight.
That should be on a T-shirt. That's a
Okay.
band name right there.
It's not as good as Sparkly Unicorn.
Actually, it sounds more like a late night movie you'd catch like on Cinemax or something.
USA up all night.
USA up all night.
Mogwai After Midnight. Yeah, it's a bunch of like Jim Henson puppets fucking each other.
That's a Peter Jackson movie, actually.
Yeah.
Meet the
All right.
Feebles.
So this movie, Jesus, this game is called
Sorry.
it's called Jinx. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
what you have to do is we'll go through rounds, and this first round one is worth 1 point each.
Okay.
So what we have to do here is I will call it what team's first.
You pick Tech.
Sparkly Unicorn's going to go first.
Sparkly Unicorns
Huzzah.
first up at bat.
So what we'll do here is the 2v together is, well, first of all, I'll have you pick A, B, or C, so that way you guys don't feel like I'm handing out easy
A.
ones to people.
A.
Okay, so I will give a category, and so the goal here is to get a jinx. So I will say 3, 2, 1, and then you guys go. And then you have to say something in the category. For instance,
Ooh, okay.
let's say the category is
Animals.
animals. Okay, so I would go, okay, animals, 3, 2, 1, go, and you guys have to say
Cat.
it. Right, and Jay would say probably dog.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count. You get 3 tries.
Horse.
Can you
3.
say the same word over and over?
No.
Cat,
He
cat,
didn't
cat, cat,
start
cat.
yet.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
There you go. And so no repeating words,
Oh.
and you have 3 tries to get a jinx. If you don't, tough shit moves on.
Damn.
All right. I like it.
Everybody understand?
Yep.
Yeah,
All right,
easy.
cool. Okay, so Team Sparkly Unicorn, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
A, B, or C?
A.
A. Jay, this will be easy for you. The category is superhero movie. All right, superhero movie. Ready? No, trying to communicate.
No.
Ready?
Yeah, hold on, because I'm blinking in Morse code.
Okay. All right.
I was reading
And ready?
it.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Spider-Man.
God damn it.
Didn't get 3, 2, 1.
X-Men.
Batman.
Okay. Last one. 3,
don't know
2,
anymore.
1.
Superman.
Ninja Turtles.
God damn it.
All right. Didn't get it.
That was awesome.
You had like all the Avengers to choose from.
Which makes it harder.
All right, we got a lot to get through.
Yeah, that's just more.
The pressure gets to you.
All right, we got a lot to get through. Next up is Team Fighting Mongoose.
The Fighting
Mongoose.
Yeah, you wouldn't just call them Beatles, the Beatles.
The Beatles, yes. You want to call it
Sorry.
corn, it's duck horn.
Gotcha.
Right? Right? No?
All right, B or C?
Nice.
The Fighting Mongoose is B or C?
They do. Yeah. Right.
You want to do C?
C sounds good.
C sounds good. All right. So your category is just website.
Oh, God.
Okay. It's only a few.
Okay.
So,
Only a couple of those.
all right.
Should be
ready?
easy.
3, 2, 1.
Google.
YouTube.
Oh.
They're the same company.
Oh, they are the same.
Negative. 3, 2, 1.
AOL.
Pornhub.
Yes, Pornhub. I was hoping that would be the jinx.
Was that a jinx?
I go
No.
to
Okay.
Porn MD, man. Pornhub. And it's an umbrella website
Jesus.
anyway.
Okay.
All right. Last one.
Wait, give me.
I think I got one.
I don't.
Yeah, but does he?
He has to have one.
I don't have one. Okay.
If
This
you
is
can
not gonna
send
work.
it to
This is
him
not
in
gonna work.
semis.
Okay.
I got a good one.
Okay.
Ready? All right. 3, 2, 1.
IGN.
Oh, damn it.
They're like right on the line.
One said IGN and the other said IMDb.
IMDb.
Damn, that was
Yeah,
cool. You guys
that
had
was
acronyms.
close.
It was almost there.
Oh, it started with I. We did okay.
Jennifer.
Yeah, that was good.
We got this.
Okay.
All right.
We'll take B, Tack.
Sure.
Good choice.
Good.
Good choice. All right. B, your category is. What's your team name again? Oh, Mogwai's After Midnight. Mogwai
Mogwai After Midnight.
After Midnight.
One? Only one?
Only
Just
one.
Mogwai.
Mogwai After Midnight.
Mogwai
Well, Mogwai's
plural is Mogwai. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
We're
like,
so unique. We
like
don't
deer.
need plural.
That's right.
All right. So your category is car company. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ford.
Oh. All right.
just like that.
They cheated.
I know.
They totally cheated.
We are so going to own this game, Jennifer. This is awesome.
That's because no one else is going to get anything else the rest of the game.
I was thinking Ford too. That sucks.
I was literally thinking Ford only because I work for them.
Subaru.
That's right. Oh, I didn't even bring this up. Daniel drives a WRX STI, don't you? Yep. Yeah, fucking awesome car.
None of us know what that means.
All right.
You know what a Subaru WRX
It
STI
goes
is?
very fast.
It's got 4 tires and
I
a
like
steering
my
wheel.
Chevrolet.
It's fabulous.
All right, let's move on to round 2.
You get to pick this time, Jay.
Sparkly Unicorn.
We're gonna go with B.
B.
Oh, they're still in our thunder.
Your category is Action Star.
Really?
Action
Google
Star. You ready? Sorry, Jay.
You mean to give her one?
God
help
damn
or
it.
no?
Can you give
No.
me a list?
What are you talking about? Action Star. You've seen an action movie? or
Into the mic,
heard of
babe.
one?
Like who?
Think of all the action movies you've watched.
All right,
Like which
fighting mongooses. Pick your A or C.
There we go.
Hold on.
Can we rephrase that for? Just think male actors.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's fucking sexist.
Not necessarily, because the male actors that she probably would be able to name are also action stars.
Who would I be able to name?
That's literally any actor.
Music?
Why do I feel like we're on Celebrity
Every
Jeopardy?
fucking actor.
How about an action star? Her first name is Morgan Freeman. Oh no, that's not really an action star.
He was in Ben-Hur.
No, Patrick Harris.
And PH.
Okay, we can't be sitting on this. We got
Cary
right.
Grant.
You gotta try.
All right.
Gotta try it, guys.
Well, let's try it. Maybe it will.
Gotta try.
Hey, all you need is a jinx, Jay. Just maybe there's a hint for you. No. Can't repeat. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
No,
Arnold
Patrick
Schwarzenegger.
Harris.
God damn it. What has he acted in? It's an action hero. It's only Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wait, he's acted?
Oh, sick burn.
3, 2, 1.
Bruce
Tom
Willis.
Cruise.
Oh, she got one.
Oh,
Bruce
hey,
Willis,
that was
though.
actually
That's a good one.
valiant
Good,
effort.
good.
All right.
Bruce Willis did it?
All right, this is it. You guys
Hold
got
on,
it now.
hold on. I don't even. I only know
Okay,
2.
okay.
I know 3, and she named one of them.
In the mic. Thank you.
What?
All right.
Ready?
All right.
No,
3.
I don't have one.
You look so lost.
I'm trying to find one.
Can any of us think of one?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
think of a lot.
I can. And I don't even like action movies.
All right, I'm gonna whisper one to her,
Oh, jeez.
just to give her.
We don't need your pity, Mogwai after midnight.
Your teammate said no. Your teammate said no.
It's all right.
All
There's
go.
plenty more rounds to go. You can
There's
catch
a lot
up.
more rounds.
3, 2, 1.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Oh, that was perfect.
I'll fix it and edit.
Not it.
It'll
She pulled out Vin Diesel. That was incredible.
No points for
Tack is
Sparkly
not
Unicorns.
amused.
No,
You could have gone Vin Diesel, Jason Statham, Jason Momoa. There's so many. Every
Any of the
actor.
Expendables.
Jean-Claude Van
actor.
Damme.
Angelina Jolie.
The Rock.
Sylvester Stallone.
I still made a good
Charlie
tater tot
Theron.
casserole.
It's true.
I
You
enjoyed
don't
the.
need to know if you.
I
can
enjoyed
cook.
the food. Thank you.
All right.
You say
so,
did you say pod casserole?
Tater tot casserole.
Whatever that
Oh.
is, it sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
that
tater
sounds
tot
sexy.
casserole.
Tater tot casserole.
Pod casserole
That
sounds
is a
good.
pod casserole. as a matter of
Fighting mongooses, are you ready?
fact. Not fighting
Not
mongooses.
fighting mongooses. Okay, so that was B, A, or C.
Let's stick with C.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. I know Andrew's going to get mad here. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Cartoon character.
Come the fuck on.
Wait, are you serious right now?
You guys picked it. I didn't pick it for you. All right, you ready?
You set it up.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Batman. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's see, they're planning. See? 3, 2, 1.
Rick.
There it is. They got it now. They're in sync.
Well done. Well done.
Man.
Jennifer, don't be intimidated. We got it.
They're
Watch
like
this, watch
Stamos and Saget now.
Our category is calculus equations.
Oh no.
We'll take A, Tack.
Okay, A. Good choice. This is musical artist. There's a couple out there. There's a few. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Beethoven.
Madonna.
Whoa, that was a huge gap between artists. Holy cow.
Only a couple
Now,
centuries.
now you see where we're
Only
at.
A
Kinda
few
see.
centuries.
I don't listen to her.
Judge
I
on
just
it.
figured it
judge on each other's answers and kind of try to find somewhere in the middle.
Bach?
I can go in your range for sure.
Hey, Tack,
called you old.
No,
What?
you can't talk about it. They're talking about
Right.
an attack.
Yeah.
I got this.
Plan.
Was that a cue for something?
What are you talking about?
What?
You're giving him
3,
3, 2, 1.
Lady Gaga.
Oh my god.
No, that doesn't count.
That was totally planned.
You see that? You see how that worked?
And I award you no points. Moving on.
Exactly.
We got-
Signs it anyways?
We got canceled for cheating, I think.
Brutal
Yes.
taskmaster.
I should take away the last
It's not
one.
even fair. You wouldn't even give me a superhero.
All right.
Was it superhero?
No, Action star.
Yeah.
All right, so before we begin round 3, the points are Sparkly Unicorn 0, the Fighting
Yay.
Mongooses 1, Mogwai After Midnight 1.
We are so good at losing, Jay.
There's still plenty more of the game
Nothing
left.
is expected
What
of
happened to
us.
You keep saying plenty more. How long is this game going to go?
I'm sorry, are you bored, Jay?
There's 17 rounds, Jay.
All right, round 3. Sparkly Unicorns, A, B, or C?
A.
A. Musical instrument. Got really quiet. Everything all right?
Thinking. Everyone's
She's
thinking.
finding,
Oh, okay.
she's finding her inner peace.
Her inner musician.
Her inner musician.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Guitar.
Violin.
All right.
That's
all
good,
right.
though. That was
All
good.
right.
The
Yeah.
violence, a tiny guitar.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Drums.
Nice.
Good job,
Very
guys.
good.
Got so excited too when they got it right. That
Yeah,
was
you
fun.
see that?
Well, that's because I was just going off the Rockstar instruments that they have around the corner.
Sure, yeah, there you go. Very
Oh,
smart.
good call.
All right. The Fighting Mongooses.
Yes,
Oh, you got it right.
you did.
Yes.
About time. We're winners. That's why.
B or C?
Let's go with B this time.
B is fruit. Ooh, fruit.
Okay. Thinking of fruits. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Apple.
Richard Simmons.
Nice.
Apple. Richard Simmons.
Neil Patrick Harris? Is that wait?
People like Richard Simmons.
I think Neil Patrick Harris and Richard Simmons would be a
That would have been
jinx.
a magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
I think
fruits.
that's a jinx.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. But I like the record to reflect that we got that one right. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Good job, guys.
All right.
All right, Mogwai After Midnight. Here we go. No cheating.
Got it again.
What? C? You wanna
That's the
go
only
with
one we got left,
okay,
right?
Okay, let's do it. Yours is vegetable.
All right.
All right, vegetable.
What are those?
Terry Schiavo.
Vegetables.
He doesn't eat anything other than like pizza and cheese sticks.
So call them vegetables.
Rarely.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Cucumber.
Carrots.
Stephen Hawking.
What did you say? You said
That's
carrot?
so mean. I said carrots.
I said cucumber. Okay.
The match to that is Terry Schiavo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Squash.
Tomato.
Tomatoes a fruit.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, come on now. Come on now.
Sorry.
Not in New Jersey.
Ready?
All right, this is your last chance.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Thinking so hard about this one.
There's so many.
Beard stroking me hard.
Yes.
How many vegetables? I mean, come on.
Too many. Is a
Just okay. All right.
It's not like an action figure.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Celery.
Christopher Reeves.
You found one. You found another one.
No, that was for the action hero.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. The Venn
Christopher
diagram.
Reeve will not stand for this.
He will not stay for nothing.
All right, so that's the end of round 3. The points are as follows. Sparkly Unicorn, you got 1. Mogwai After Midnight, you got 1. The Fighting Mongooses, you got 2.
Yes.
Nice,
How
guys.
did
Good
they
job.
get two?
By being awesome.
Cheated.
All right, so now we're going to mix things up. Now the rounds are worth 3 points. And we're going to start the other way around. So we're going to start with
Let me
Fighting,
turn around. Hang on.
or the Mogwai After Midnight. It's
right.
going to begin. A, B, or C?
What do you want?
A.
A.
Hey,
Good
this
choice
one,
for once.
yeah. This one is social media app.
Okay. We got this.
There's seriously only 3 of them. 4 if you're younger than 30.
3, 2, 1.
Facebook.
There it is.
I call bullshit. I call collusion.
You're trying to
LinkedIn?
make them win. You helped them cheat with Lady Gaga.
I just made a good choice and yours sucked, so don't be sad.
There's a lot of shit talking coming from the top hat.
I like it. All right, so I guess we'll move on to the Fighting Mongooses.
All right, we're in second no matter what.
B or C?
C.
C.
Yeah.
Farm animal. All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Cow.
I was thinking goat.
That's what I'm talking about. Goats. Goats. What is this, Afghanistan? Ain't no goats on a farm. Got them
All
cows,
right,
yo.
Sparkly Unicorn.
Not feeling so sparkly now.
Almost.
This is your.
Almost said pig, actually. So.
Yeah.
That close.
Sorry, hold on.
It's gonna be something insane. Go ahead, give it to us.
Yeah, he went from social media app to animal to fucking trigonometry.
17th century painter.
We got this. We got it.
Your category is fast food chain. Fast food chain.
All right.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
McDonald's.
There it is.
Of
All
course,
right.
McDonald's.
I seriously, I swear to God, just to spite everyone, almost said Taco Bell.
I said Taco Bell. It was gonna do Taco Bell second for sure.
I wish you would have said Carl's Jr.
All right.
Good
Moving
thing we
on to
have
round
switches.
5. And back at the Mogwai After Midnight.
All right.
A, B, or C?
C.
C. Your category is board game.
All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Monopoly.
Nice. Nice.
Nice. We're owning
Very
this.
good. All right. The Fighting Mongooses.
Yes.
You got A or B?
Let's do A.
Yeah.
We haven't done an A yet.
It's ice cream flavor.
Oh, God.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Vanilla. Yes, vanilla.
I would have said
I
chocolate.
feel like these should have been the earlier rounds.
Yeah, right? It's getting easier as the game goes along. I like it.
All right, guys. Sparkly Unicorn.
Oh God, it's gonna be a
Yours
hard one.
is first century philosopher. No, it's a video game.
God damn it. Yeah, Jay.
Think about earlier.
I got you.
3, 2, 1.
Tetris.
Mario Brothers.
God damn
Now I have nowhere to go.
it! Those were the two that she knew. We blew our load way too early.
Oh no! I got another one.
3. No, don't talk.
Oh,
3, 2, 1.
Contra.
Pokemon.
God damn it.
Contra.
She would never get Contra. Jay.
I didn't think she'd get Pokemon.
Stop.
You were raving about Assassin's Creed and you didn't even use it?
Okay, now you
got
just
it.
get.
Now.
Now we're just like, okay, we got it now.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Final
Assassin's
Fantasy.
Creed.
God damn it. You weren't going to give us Assassin's Creed anyway. You already said it.
Yeah, sorry.
it's more funny to
It was worth a try.
So the points are as follows.
We were talking about Russian folk music and everything.
We talked about
Points are as
Pokemon.
follows. Sparkly Unicorn has 4.
Yay, 4.
Mogwai After Midnight has 7.
Oh, yeah.
The Fighting Mongooses has 8.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
Yeah, 1 point.
So
How many
this
more
last round?
Last round?
Ooh,
Nice.
Last round, unless there's a tiebreaker.
Points are worth 10 points.
you know me.
Yeah.
Last round, let's
10
10 points. Fuck it. 10 points. All right, who are we gonna start with?
Your call.
The middle team.
Start
Yeah,
with the
let's
lowest.
start with
Should
the-
probably start with the lowest. Well, your call.
Well,
You're
I want to get Sparkly Unicorn a chance too. So, or no, Fighting Mongoose is more of an opportunity. So, Fighting Mongoose is the
Well, if they
Fighting
win,
Mongoose.
if they win
Fighting
here,
Mongoose.
so here's my point. If they win here, we don't even have to play the two of us because they
Good
win.
point, good point.
If you start with
Let's
if the
start with
bottom,
Sparkly Unicorn.
there you
Fair
go.
enough. Yeah, makes
All
sense.
right,
They would be winning then.
I'll wager 100 points, Alex.
A, B, or C?
Your turn.
A.
A. All right, this is interesting.
Uh
Category is sexual position.
oh.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Doggy.
style.
Nice. You guys got it. Nice job.
Very good.
You guys have taken
Air
the
high
lead.
five.
I have a real high five here. She's left hanging now for a while. There we go.
All right, so up next is Mogwai After Midnight.
We got to get this. We got 3 chances.
Okay.
Your category is...
We haven't selected a letter yet, but okay.
Sorry. B
You
or C?
will not pick nothing.
B or C?
You pick, because I picked the last 2 times.
C.
C. That was the one I was going to read anyway. so-
Okay. Because it's hard.
No, I don't know what I was thinking.
Is it Adam?
Your category is soda.
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Coke. Arm & Hammer.
So I'm not the only one that drinks Arm & Hammer.
You're not.
Arm & Hammer's delicious.
All right, well, Andrea, this was fun. We just got beat
But we still won.
in our hearts.
All right,
In your
so
heart win.
It wasn't our
The
fault. you
Fighting
gave us the
Mongooses.
first-
Defending your guys' lead.
All right, here we go.
We got this.
We got 3 tries.
all right.
Foreign languages.
Made up words.
Esperanto. fits both of those, actually.
Kofifi.
Harry Potter spells.
And architecture.
So many terrible categories.
Your category is vacation destination.
Ooh.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Hawaii.
Ooh. You should have picked Hawaii.
Hey, this is looking,
That's
this is
what I
looking
was
good,
thinking.
Jennifer.
This is a tough
This
one.
is looking good for us.
3, 2, 1.
Las Vegas.
Italy.
Ooh, down to the last one.
There's so many places in the world you can visit.
Yeah.
It's just like name a place. That's
The
like
house from the Goonies.
I
Like-
know.
Where was the
Where it was, doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Somewhere in California.
Hey, easy.
No, I got one. I got one.
3, 2, 1.
London.
Why didn't you guys pick the number
Here, I don't
one?
visit here. I live
The
here.
number one travel destination in the entire world is Orlando, Florida. I'm
Well,
surprised
in the country, yeah.
Disney
Orlando,
is what I would've said.
The goddamn
Bahamas.
Disney.
that leaves the Mogwai After Midnight as the
So
champions.
the Fighting Mongooses
You
have
finally
8.
won, Adam. It took another woman to make you win.
I'm here.
He couldn't do it on his own. He had to have a woman help him do it.
Oh, wait, shit. Hold on. Andrea and I didn't come in dead last.
I don't know. I don't know. I was about to read points here.
We did so well.
The Fighting Mongooses
so long.
have 8. Sparkly Unicorn has 14.
Yay!
Mogwai After Midnight, 17.
That's
Oh,
right.
nice.
Man, we
That's
were
right.
close.
But who got the most questions right?
You're only 3 points behind Jay.
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
we-
you guys won the
yeah.
electoral vote, but who won the popular vote? Fighting Mongooses is over here.
I do have one more round for tiebreaker. We can go for 20 points.
Or we
Oh
could
no, we
go-
already won. No.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, thank
Right,
you.
right.
I just want to know what the questions are.
So kind, but no, thank you.
I think more sporting events, though, should end. After the end of the game, the ref should be like, well, do you guys want to play more in case you want
All right, double or nothing. Double or nothing,
exactly.
everybody.
Yeah. all home runs now worth 10 points each.
These tiebreaker ones are like weird.
Ooh, I want to know them though.
You should say them, and
Just
all of us
tell
should
them
call
what
out a
they
word.
Okay. First one is kind of comical, but a ball sport.
All right, so everybody would call it out together here.
Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1.
Baseball.
We were all over the place.
What?
Did somebody just say sports?
I said porn.
It's a ball sport. Not unless it's lesbian porn, though.
Oh, well, fair.
say?
No.
Baseball.
I said baseball.
All right. Another one.
Yeah, I said baseball.
Another one is very simple. It was simply cat or dog.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Dog. I only said dog because you were going to say
That'd be
dog.
funny if everybody said cat at the same time.
Was I the only one that said cat?
I said cat.
He said cat. He said wolf.
I said
I
wolf.
only said dog
Like,
because
that's
I
a
knew
type of
he
dog.
was.
It is.
Yeah.
And the last one I actually teased early. It actually is 17th century painter. So
Van Gogh.
2, 1.
Picasso.
Leonardo
Michelangelo.
What? No, you just named Ninja Turtles, I think.
No, I said Leonardo DiCaprio.
Splinter.
All right.
Sensei, what do
That
we
is
do?
all. For
Great
It's
game, Tack.
time.
Great game.
Thank you.
All right, we ready to do the Guyry?
Yep.
Peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women submit questions for Adam and Tack to get brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Guyry. Guyry? Really? Is that the best we could come up with?
right, our first question comes from Molly in Alabama. Do guys dream of weddings and babies like women do, or is it out of mind until you meet the one?
Crickets?
Guys, I wouldn't say guys as a whole fantasize about the wedding the way the woman does. But yes, guys think about it. You think about what you would like to do for a wedding day once you meet somebody that you love. But no, we don't fantasize about it like women do.
Guys still get pressured by their parents. They're like, how come you haven't settled down yet? I mean, guys still have to put up with that shit. You don't dream about it, but you think about it.
I don't think about the wedding day until like the day prior.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more of the
it's
like
here.
we dream about the night like of.
Well, I've been fucking her for like weeks by the time we're getting married. I mean, like we've known each other for like, a month at this point.
What?
See, I think Tack's answer to this would be completely different than ours.
Tack's been picking out his dress since he was 5.
Okay, so I'm that guy. I've been married 3 times. I'm that guy. I don't ever plan on getting married again. And by the third wedding, it's just like whatever. You just show up.
He just falls out by the third one, right?
This is a shirt I'm wearing to the courthouse.
I'm just gonna wear this.
It's the same shirt. It's a tuck shirt, actually.
It's my wedding shirt that I wear.
Yeah,
This is my wedding shirt. I wore it the last 3 times.
It still
Saving money.
fits. Still fits. Yeah.
And as far as kids, that I love my son, and he has changed my life for the better in innumerable
No more kids for me.
ways. I don't want another one.
No, me
No.
either. I'm all set.
I do.
I'm all set. I'm
Yeah,
done.
me too.
I
My
graduated.
nightmare is a wet dream where she ends up pregnant. Nope.
Wake up. She's pregnant. You got a wedding ring on.
Yeah,
You're
the only
like,
reason
oh,
Wedding finger? She killed somebody? Cut off their finger?
finger on.
The only reason it's still a wet dream is because I woke up in a cold sweat.
Nice.
All right, number 2 comes from Christy in Florida. Is monogamy really that hard for most men? We know your nature doesn't favor it, but it is this. This burning thing you have to
Stop the
constantly fight?
shenaniganery!
Oh, shit, there it is.
There it is.
Listen, just because you date assholes doesn't mean that every other guy has a hard time with monogamy. Stop going to the fucking club expecting to meet Mr. Right posted up at the bar somewhere. That's not where he lives. He doesn't live anywhere near there. Go meet a man where you do your laundry. Go to the laundromat, all right? If you find a guy, maybe you take your thongs out of the dryer a little early, start folding up wet underwear, maybe give him the sign. If he picks up on it, he's smart enough, maybe it's okay for him to put a kid in you. But stop with this bullshit that guys can't be monogamous. We absolutely can be. We just choose not to because you're a fucking doorknob. God damn it, stop the nonsense.
Jay Alvarez, everyone.
Nice. The music is the best part about that one, though.
Well, I mean, that says it, though. He's right.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
No, he's right.
Monogamy.
I feel like I could just hold off shenaniganery for the guyery every year. Just find that one question that sets me off.
If you're listening and want to sponsor Shenaniganery, Game Time, or the Guyery, send us an email to show@livingpodcariously.
So, yeah.
What was the question?
Does anybody else have
The
any
question
thoughts?
is, why are men dogs? Is the question.
Yeah.
Is monogamy really that hard for most
And
men?
the answer is men aren't dogs. Stop dating.
Is it a
assholes,
burning thing
which
you
is
have
what-
to constantly fight?
Yeah.
Is it something you have to constantly fight?
Like in our brains?
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I think part of it is the girls assume that the guys are just going crazy, but it's not. Like a lot of guys don't do that. A lot of normal guys, at least, that that are nice guys, don't like just go off and do that.
Hashtag not all men.
Just because you met 5 guys at the same club and all 5 of those guys cheated on you.
Did they all work at Five Guys?
Possibly.
And maybe you're just a terrible person that guys don't want to be with for some reason.
Maybe you should, if you're
Maybe you should try looking in the mirror instead of asking why all the guys are fucked up.
I'm pointing at Chris Crespo, folks. If you're the common denominator in every relationship you've ever been cheated on, maybe you need to start thinking about that.
For real.
But also, don't a lot of times if it's assuming, like you just assume that he's cheated on you or something. Like, you can.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Sounds like self-confidence issues.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone needs to get a mani and a petty and woman up. Grow some ovaries already.
Come see me
I
at
like
Brent
that.
Allen Salon and Day Spa, and I will help you out with
Hit the
that.
bell bell.
Christy.
Nice.
Oh, we talked about the bell now.
20% off for the guys. 30% off for the guys giving you bad answers.
There's
All
a
right,
glitch in the
number
matrix.
3. Number 3 is from Miranda in Florida. Do traditional roles even matter anymore? Does a girl have to cook or clean at all? Do most guys still care about that stuff?
So all your questions are from 1975? Is that what's going on? Your listeners are from...
These were on teletype, not sent through email.
Jesus. They came over in Morse.
They came via Raven.
This is the number one show amongst Virginia Republicans.
Now, I will tell you this. It's never a necessity. I think that's what the question asked. However, I absolutely appreciate certain roles. Not the ones that are misogynist in nature, but the nurturer in my family has always been the woman, the mother, that figure. The disciplinarian has always been the father. So to me, that role, I appreciate that in my household, and that's what I would like to raise my children around, just because that's what I know works in a family. And I would like to see that carry on through my life. And there are certain roles that I feel I'm better at. So physical labor, things like that, I think I can do better. I think I'm more efficient at doing that. And I wouldn't want my girl to have to go get dirty outside doing something that's what would stereotypically be considered a man's job. However, if it's a two-person job, then guess what? Get your ass out there and we're going to do it together. But I still like the separation of roles.
Well, way to be a chauvinist.
Listen to Beaver.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be misogynist in nature, but I'm being honest.
From a broken home, so
So the home must continue to be broken for it to work for me.
As I am married 3 times. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I don't think roles mean shit. Matter of fact, we talked about it last week on the Cummins episode. I just moved in with Lorraine, and I moved in right after I moved in. She's like, "Oh, hey, I've got to change the locks." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I thought that was like, "Okay, you get change the locks." I got home and the fucking locks were changed.
Right.
Thankfully, I wasn't locked outside for long. She heard my pleas for help.
Let me back in.
It was cold outside.
What did I do?
The calls for help were, what the fuck?
Matter of fact, she went out and bought her own power drill. She bought her own tool. She changed the locks. She's putting up curtains. I cooked. That's what I'm doing lately. I'm cooking.
Yeah.
I'm talking about planting roses out front by our
Mr. Mom.
It just doesn't fucking matter.
No.
As long as
I don't think it
things
matters
get
either.
done.
Yeah, as long as it happens.
Let
you
it
know
get done and get done right. It depends on the
floor's
relationship.
dirty. You have a vagina. You clean it. No, I'm gonna. There's a mop. I know how to use Fabuloso like every other Hispanic person. Unless the house smells like lavender, it's not clean.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's got to be that purple Fabuloso.
Yeah, no, there's no other Fabuloso. What do you use? That blue shit? What are you, fucking communist? Take that shit back to Mother Russia.
Fabuloso.
Get your shit together.
Send it back to Fidel. All that blue shit. Yeah, for real. Yeah, no, the roles. I think that's so antiquated. And it's one thing though. It's like this is what works for me in my relationship. Then if the traditional roles work for you, then you can keep doing that. But don't be locked into it. You just don't need for it though. You know.
Be flexible.
But Jennifer, Daniel, what do you guys think?
Well, I'm cooking more than I mean, I cook a lot.
Both of them are looking at each other like, how are we playing this?
I clean a lot, but I feel like I could do laundry more.
Okay, so let me just clarify what I did today before
turning into a
Mr.
different
Daniel
show.
came home. I literally cleaned the whole room up, did 2 loads of laundry. I cleaned all the dishes and the whole kitchen, including sweeping the floor and the counters. Not that it's like something I have to do, but he's definitely doesn't know how to take out the trash.
I have learned that most guys don't know.
Trash is for guys. That's a boy job. It's gross.
Most guys don't know the difference between cleaning and straightening up. So straightening up, I can do really well, and I think I've cleaned. No. That's straightening up. Cleaning is cleaning. Like getting down on your hands and knees and fucking getting the dust bunnies from under the couch.
Yeah,
Scrubbing the Fabuloso.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You can rearrange the stuff on the coffee table, but until you actually get down there with a paper towel and some Windex or something,
mop.
you're not cleaning.
Yeah, that's cleaning. That's good. Yeah.
You usually come home to a meal.
Oh.
I mean, if there's not there, then I cook it.
I mean, your dad made pork chops tonight.
Yeah, that was good.
You just do the boy stuff. I'll do the girl stuff.
All right,
you need
deal.
to appreciate.
If it works for them or works for you guys, then there you go.
Yeah.
You're all set. So.
Yeah, it's all about each individual couple. Don't feel like you have to subscribe to a specific set of roles. But if it just so happens that it falls into traditional lines, whatever. Who gives?
Yeah, like I know Lorraine hates folding laundry. It's the bane of her existence. The other day, I saw there was laundry in the bedroom that it just came out of the dryer. I folded it because I know how to fold.
and because you had a spare 2 minutes.
Can
you talk
so
to Adam
hard.
after
Like
the
full
show?
shirts and
watch
pants.
yourself,
what was I
young
gonna
lady.
Talk to him after the show.
You better,
Come on now, like,
you better watch yourself.
I live alone and I have to do all of this by myself.
Yeah, it's actually where I'm sitting at traditional roles. I do all the stuff the man and the woman does. I clean my house. I cook for myself.
I do it all. Yeah.
I don't need a woman to help me with anything.
wait.
Nor does a woman need me to help her with anything. You know,
Tack, I know
it's
you-
2017 for crying out loud.
I know Holly has come up to your house every few weekends. Holly's your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she has like pulled
She,
your
like,
goddamn
she deep
stove
cleans,
out
yeah.
of the
She
socket
deep
to
cleans
clean.
for me while I'm at work, and when she
Yeah.
comes up on the weekends.
When they start moving appliances to clean, that's true love right there.
That's what she did last time she came up a couple weeks ago.
Sounds like wedding number 4 is coming down.
No, we've already decided we're not getting married. Like, not specifically to each other. I mean, like, at all. Like, she had an
You both
unpleasant-
swore off marriage.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean that we won't be
together
and like completely monogamous, you know, and faithful. You know, just there's not going to be a piece of paper. That's gonna connect.
Yeah.
Again,
I can
traditional
make
roles
you
are
one.
not
If you
necessary.
want me, I can make you guys one day.
1
Make
year.
us what?
1 year
A
from
wedding paper.
Oh, is this like a freaking Grey's Anatomy?
So you have
Post-it
a
note
paper
kind of a
that-
thing?
1 year from today, Tack, I'm going to pull this podcast back up and we're going to see if you share that same opinion.
They're going to be married.
They're going to be married.
We're
in
gonna play this
together
We're gonna play this for your wedding toast.
He won't be here because he's going to be on his honeymoon, so we'll be talking about it.
No, when my
Christ.
ex-wife
All right.
first moved in with me, I was still in the army, and I ironed my uniforms. That's what I did. She ironed the crease out of my fucking uniform.
Oh no!
And that was the day where we didn't set gender roles. We just set a role like you don't touch anything that looks like a tree. That's it. Anything camouflaged, anything
Yeah.
green, just leave it alone.
When
and
I
I'll
was
take
in the
care of
military, I ironed my uniform every single morning.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, this one's from Carrie in Florida. Do you like getting dressed up for a date night, or would you always rather be on the couch eating pizza?
Yes for both.
I agree with that. Yes for both. We just did that.
I can put on a t-shirt and just go to the couch, eat a pizza, and that's our date night. And I am lucky to be with a woman who shares that sentiment. We've already discussed this.
Andrea and I, we didn't really talk about it in the show at all, but we just did, and we'll save it for the next podcast, but we just did dinner, mystery murder dinner party at somebody's house. It was set in
Jesus
1935's
Christ.
theme. So Andrea was dressed like a 1935 movie star, and my character was a billionaire. So I got dressed up in
BDM.
3-piece suit. Yeah, that's right. Hashtag BDM. I got dressed up in a 3-piece suit and vest and the whole 9 yards. That was a lot of fucking fun to go in. That was our date. We went
It
out to
was
this party and had a good time. So I fucking
Yeah.
love getting dressed up, looking nice, looking spiffy, going out and doing stuff. But I'll be goddamn honest. I'll sit on that couch right there in my underwear and be as content as I could be.
Naked Sunday.
Naked Sundays are a real thing
I
in
thought
this
that
house.
was a Monday. That's what I was.
The kids look at us
I
weird,
came
but
over, like,
Oh,
Kidding,
it's every other
kidding,
weekend.
kidding.
The kids aren't here. It's Naked
Yes.
Sunday.
what do you
All
guys
right.
think? Dress up? Something tells me that Jennifer doesn't ever like to dress up. I don't know what that's all about.
Wow, I don't believe so. But Daniel never really dresses up. He wears like baggy jeans and
This is
a
my
t-shirt.
clean t-shirt.
But it's okay because he's comfortable, and I'm not really asking for a tux.
as you get older, how old are you, Daniel? Let's
29.
29.
Or 28, sorry.
Jesus, dude.
Come on, he's getting younger by the
Memory's
second.
already going out.
26?
As you get older,
As you get older, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you get older, your comfort is more kind of takes the front seat over almost everything. And he's only 28. I don't know how long you guys plan on being together, but fast forward to 10 years.
I'm going to be naked. Like,
yeah. Dong a flopping. Got those old man balls hanging down.
Have you ever hiked your pants up here? It's actually comfortable.
Well,
saying.
the only time he's dressed up is for like an interview, and that was nice.
Well, and after that interview, we went on a date. I was.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, very memorable.
I just
I
happened to
remember,
stay in
I
the same
remember.
outfit.
I remember.
Wait. Daniel has dressed up. He was Deadpool for something. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, seriously, Lorraine and I, our dressing up is us going to putting on a pair of jeans, finding a pair of Chucks, and our favorite comic book T-shirt.
Yeah, you guys were
that's dressing up.
You two were adorable as fuck in that picture though that you guys posted on Facebook that you kissing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was
let's not
That
bring that
gave
up.
me a
She's actually still really mad about me for
Aw,
posting
why?
that.
It was great.
She didn't want to put that up at all, and I'm like, I'm posting it anyway.
It was
See,
adorable.
I
That's
wish
nice.
Daniel posted
See how-
pictures.
What's Facebook?
Yeah, I never post pictures. That's the other part of that too.
That
She's
means
like, you
you're-
actually posted something.
And it's the one thing she didn't want. Like, that's why I posted it.
Yeah,
That's how it works. It's like, makes sense.
I love you, Lorraine.
All right, is that it on that one?
Yeah.
All right. So Kelsey in Texas, what do you really think when we don't do our hair and makeup?
Morning.
You look beautiful.
Yeah.
I prefer less is more, so I prefer somebody who doesn't really wear.
Some people need makeup though.
I disagree.
And I'm not going to be with it. No, I'm just kidding.
I have red eyelashes. I need mascara. If I was on a deserted island, it's the one thing I'd want.
Well, I don't mind the eye makeup so much.
Instead of
Eye
a
makeup
boat to
is
get
fine.
off the deserted island.
or a signal flare.
If you
to
could take
get-
one thing with you on a deserted island, what would it be? A fucking raft.
No. I would enjoy the peace
Satellite
and quiet on that island as long as I had mascara.
Women are way harder on them than guys. The view of guys to them. So the women are way more critical of themselves than guys would ever be, in my opinion. The natural beauty of a woman is, it's just untouchable. You can't, no matter how much makeup a girl puts on, she'll never be as beautiful as she is in her natural skin. To me,
and here you can
That's
see
why he tells me to go put on makeup and fix my hair before everyone comes
and
over.
if you stay really quiet, you can see the male of the house attempt to get a blowjob at the end of the night. Crikey, I think he's done it.
this is the most dangerous mouth hug I've ever seen. I'm gonna go stick my thumb in it.
I can't breathe.
Stop choking her with it, Adam.
What do you guys think?
This just took a turn.
Yeah, we got sexual all of a sudden. We're a sex men's talk.
We'll see
Whatever.
where that goes, actually. Yeah. Well, I don't care.
I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, I'll be like, bitch, put on some makeup and fix your hair for me. Like, it would be comfortable. I like you said, women are harsher on themselves than men are on women's looks. I think men don't. I don't wear makeup. My hair looks exactly the same as when I woke up this morning. I didn't touch it once. This is what I do. That's how I fix my hair. I put my fingers through it. So I don't know, double standards. I don't really be comfortable. You know.
I prefer the down look versus an up look. I think when women get all dolled up with makeup and dresses,
Then they look so
they're trying to. I think it's more for the other women so much.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Whereas the guys, we
Or
prefer
themselves.
just like yoga pants, t-shirt, hair, and a flippy thing, and we're good to
It's
go.
also false advertising when you get all dolled up like that, and then you wake up in the morning like, whoa, where did that lady go that I saw last night? You're someone different, you know. But if you're all natural looking, like, at least I know what I'm getting myself into.
I
here.
prefer
Yeah.
simplicity. So that's
But if I wake up and I see her, no hair, hair's
No hair,
yeah,
no
no hair,
hair?
No hair's a problem.
No hair.
You look just like you.
Baby, do we need to go to a doctor?
Did that fall off, or what's going on here?
Nice,
Not
clean,
going, I'm in a
nice
good
clean
job, bro.
beard. Yeah. We get facial hair, so that's like our makeup. So it's nice.
Oh, okay.
That is true, actually. Yeah, that's why I have a beard.
Keep it
Am I the
clean.
only one without a full beard here? Sadly.
Yeah, but you still got facial hair.
It'll come in one day, buddy. It's all good.
Someday your second testicle will drop and your voice will start to change.
You just have the logo to your. You don't even have the. Do you have the mustache? Oh no, you got the mustache too.
This is the first time I ever had a mustache. I don't think I like it.
If you do just the mustache, it's creepy.
Or you're Tom Selleck.
Oh, good point.
Or who's better than Tom Selleck?
Burt Reynolds?
Yes.
But there's a fine line in between those two.
No, they're thick. You shut it off.
All right, our last question comes from Daphne in Ohio. Do you often feel like you're restricted from being appropriately emotional during a breakup?
What was it?
What?
Whoa, is this a psychologist sending us a question?
What happened?
What
Say
did
that again?
Repeat that, please.
Do you often feel like you're restricted from being appropriately emotional during a breakup?
Okay, do we
I
hold
got
back our
lost.
emotions?
During a breakup, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Basically,
From who?
How often do you man while you're being a man is what the question
Can you
is.
cry?
Can you be emotional?
Can you?
Yeah.
Do you even man, bro?
Do you even know? Do you even have balls, man? Yeah.
Who are we hiding it
Do
from?
you feel like you can't cry when you're breaking up or when you're in a bad thing?
I am a baller. I mean, I cry. I am a crier.
Yeah.
I've gone through bad breakups and I've expressed myself emotionally to the point of embarrassment.
Yeah.
So yes, it's a human thing. It has nothing to do with gender.
I mean, maybe we
It's,
try to hide it
yeah.
from the person that it's like happening with. Like, we don't want them to see how bad of a shape we're in because we don't want to.
But that's more of a human thing where it's like, yeah, you were just with someone that you love and then you're breaking up. So now you're going to be like, oh, I don't want you to see how much this is affecting me.
Shit.
Yeah.
That goes both ways.
Shit, I started
put on a brave
tearing up
face.
when I was getting fired from a job. What do you- I don't know. I'm a fucking nightmare. I'm a wreck
That's
if I'm
true,
getting
yeah.
dumped.
I started tearing when I heard the complexity of this question. No, I don't know. I guess, sure, I've cried in the past over women and over dead dogs and relatives. And that's really about it.
Hey, a real man cries for a dog, sir.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I've cried pretty much for three things: a past relationship that broke up, relatives that have died or are sick or something like that. Oh, you know what? I take that back in the birth of my son. And
But those are tears of joy, though. Tears of joy.
I cried.
Yeah.
Look, ever since I had a son, ever since I had a son and I got like responsible with my drinking. I'm an emotional wreck. I see something even mildly sentimental. It's like watching Mufasa die all over again.
Oh.
There's this movie called When a Monster Calls. It came out not too long ago. Liam Neeson played a tree. It's a great movie. Really heavy. Did you see it?
No, but it's the one where his mom's dying from cancer.
It's so heavy.
Yeah, it looked a little brutal.
It was me and an older couple. I had no idea. It was me, this older couple in front of me. And the 3 times in the movie where I started tearing up like heavy. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. And at first I was like, holy shit, man the fuck up. And I look over and there's this grizzled old dude and he's wiping away a tear too. I'm like, yep, I'm good. I'm not a pussy. I'm just a human. I got
Bear
this.
Grylls is in front of you, like bawling.
Yeah, Bear Grylls is in front of you. God damn it.
That's sweet.
As-
It's sweet when a guy cries on a movie.
as silly as it was for the episode for the I don't know what you would call it, but for the giant movie series that is Fast and the Furious, when the last one aired, not the latest one, but when the one prior to that aired,
Paul Walker one.
Yeah, the Paul Walker, and he did the drive off into the ether basically in the last of the last
He
part of that
literally
movie.
rode off into the sunset.
Yeah, that was emotional as hell. They did a really good tribute
Did
to
you
him.
cry?
I definitely teared up during
Hey,
that.
you
Yeah.
know what?
Well,
you got to give it up for Paul Walker
That
because
makes
when
you
he
cry.
started, when he first started, they told him straight up, "Hey, man, ride or die," and he said, "Fuck you, watch me do both."
Oh man.
Okay, so
Too soon?
So
No,
okay,
fuck
so
yourself.
you guys are always talking about.
That was good.
You guys are all
Thank
talking
you.
about crying during like these sad moments of movies,
Sure.
Paul Walker, all that kind of shit. Is it bad if I only cry at the happy parts?
No,
No,
Tears
no,
of
yeah.
joy, like they won the game. Like I don't actually cry,
Shit,
but talk about
But
getting a
you
little teary.
feel emotional though.
Yeah.
That's
the power of
You get the
movies, man.
goosebumps
Yeah, exactly.
and
Massive.
everything. And you're just
Massive
like,
spoiler alerts. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones at all?
Yeah.
Are we all caught up?
Is that on
Everybody
Showtime?
here's caught
Oh,
up?
you're about to
Is that on
spoil
Showtime?
this for me, aren't you?
Are you guys caught up?
Yeah.
You guys are watching? You guys? Okay, so massive spoiler to the listening. When Lady Brienne finally got with Sansa and pledged to her, I fucking bawled. Because that was years in the making.
They built up to
Yeah,
well,
because I watched it with a friend of mine who just caught up to the season, so she had gone like a month between that and with Lady Stark and Sansa. So and then she saw me bawling. She's like, "What do you know?" I'm like, I've waited 3 years for this to happen. Don't you fucking take this from me. You saw this 3 weeks ago.
We're gonna have our next gallery question for next week is gonna be Jay Alvarez. Why did you spoil the Game of Thrones?
I
for
said
me?
massive spoiler. Listen,
Yeah.
season 7 starts in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
If
it
you
was
haven't
also
caught up-
over a year ago.
Yeah,
too.
if you're not caught up now, you're not gonna.
saw
be.
the
I'm trying to
first
get Andrea to
episode.
watch it. She thinks it's only fighting and dragons. That's
And
it.
tits.
No.
And tits, yeah.
Listen, the first 10 minutes of that show are fucking amazing. All right, you've got zombies, children, zombies beheading children, children beheading live adults, tits, midgets, and midgets playing with tits.
A lot of
It
incest.
doesn't get better.
They prefer little people.
Whatever.
Tyrion's like my favorite character.
He is. Oh God, I love.
Yeah,
okay.
and
All right.
the moment I cried when he became got handed the queen.
Yes!
like that's when I
Yes!
was like, really like, oh my god.
Oh,
And he
we can.
almost started crying, and I almost started crying.
I kind of want to go into theories and shit. All right. Cool.
That was the best Gary segment.
Was that it?
ever.
Thanks, Chad.
That was the last question.
Yeah, I
That was
said
it?
that
Okay,
before
now
I
we can go into
started
theories.
the
Best
question.
diary ever.
I said,
All right.
this is the last question.
Well, okay. Let's give a very, very special thank you to Mr. Chris Crespo from Cinema Crespodiso
I was gonna
podcast.
say it.
Oh, you do it. Do it. Go.
Cinema Crespodiso.
Cinema Crespodiso.
So
Crespodiso.
good. Well done. Very
Yeah,
good.
that just kind of rolls
Cinema
off the tongue.
Crespodiso.
There we go with the Tony Montana accent.
I like that.
Yeah.
We thank you not only for hanging out for the Living Podcariously show, which is inevitably going to keep you here a long night because you
Yeah.
also hosted the Twisted 10.
Yeah.
That's our every Monday, though, buddy. This is what we do. Usually
Nice.
it's not this late, but Thank you again for coming out here and
pleasure,
doing
man.
your thing.
Thank you.
How can our listeners find you and reach out to you and get in touch with you?
Hit me up on Twitter at I am Chris Crespo, and the website's chriscrespo.com, and Cinema Crespodiso on iTunes and Stitcher and all that good stuff. So
Very
there
cool.
you go. Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Again,
guys. I
check
appreciate
out that Twisted 10, you guys. It was a fantastic show. One of the highest energy and most, how do you say it? The flow of the show went unbelievably well.
Awesome,
You,
thank you.
you speak well and you carry yourself. I'll stop
Well,
kissing
he's
your
been doing
ass
a
now, but-
podcast for 4 years.
Yeah, you can
now.
tell he
Yeah.
hosts.
Yeah, it definitely shows.
It's easy. It's easy to see that you carry a show very, very well.
Thank you.
Daniel, we appreciate you coming up. Jennifer, we greatly appreciate you coming up. For folks that want to see photos, and we still have to shoot those photos before you leave.
Yeah.
For the folks that want to see the photos of the cosplay outfit, we're going to take some pictures of Daniel and his girlfriend Jennifer, and we'll stick them up on the Facebook page. So go check those out. What was your Instagram handle that you wanted people to go to see? Was it Instagram or Facebook that you wanted, or Twitter?
You can do Instagram or Facebook. My name's Jennifer Buddington, so Buddington, or my Instagram is Jen, but it's 2 N's and then _ Buddington.
Oh, very cool. And our listeners, be gentlemen. Don't be dicks. All right, you hear me? Just
Yeah,
be
I have
be
too many
cool.
of them in my DMs already.
And
so.
and Daniel knows kung fu, so he will fuck you up.
For those of you who need guidance, go back to my first shenaniganery where we talk about dick pics.
Exactly.
I played a lot of Mortal Kombat. I got some moves.
Hadouken! Street Fighter, but you know what I mean.
That's the one I know. That's
Street
another
Fighter?
game I know.
Oh, yay.
You should have
I
got that
loved that one. I'm so good at it.
Didn't come in last.
Nope.
Do you have any, Daniel? Do you have anywhere you want folks to like follow you or anything? I mean, I don't have to air this if you don't want me to, but
I mean, I do have a Facebook, but honestly, I don't get on it very much. So.
Not at Walmart.
I mean, you can meet me at my address.
By the way, congratulations on, I won't say the name of the job or anything, but congratulations on your new job. I'm very happy for you that ended up working out for you. So
Thank you.
good job. Good on you.
McDonald's is really fun to work at.
All right, I think that's it for us. Before we let you guys go, we just want to send a quick reminder. Thanks for hanging out for this long episode, because I know it's going to be probably a 2-hour and 20-minute episode for you guys. Thank you very much. If you're interested in helping support the show, go check out our Patreon, patreon.com/livingpodcariously.
Yes.
Give us a $1 a month pledge if you enjoy the show. We've got to get a new mixer for the studio. I was in here rewiring during breaks, literally trying to get this shit daisy chained together. So we've got a few things that we want to get. Our sponsorship packages, the ads that you guys hear on the show, yes, they're great. They pay for a lot. However, guess what? We don't charge our sponsors a lot of money. We really try to give back to them as much as we possibly can, both with events and with the low cost of ads. So we're not making millions of dollars on this podcast. That ain't happening. We don't have those numbers like the big dogs out there. So if you want to help us, even $1 a month will make a difference to us. So go check out our Patreon. We've got different reward incentives set up on there to include, if you donate $5 a month as a Patreon pledge, you get a Living Podcariously mug. You bring that mug out to the 777 event, and you get to drink free from 2 kegs of beer until they're gone. So you can't buy a beer for $5 at most places. So you're going to get a lot of beer for just for that event, and you're going to see an awesome band. Hot Pink is playing for us that night as well. So if you want to support the show in your own little way, go check out our Patreon and help us out. We would greatly appreciate it. Big thanks to Xavier Hamilton, Stephanie Lynn, and Dan Lynn for our first 3 Patreon donations that have come up on that site. Thank you guys very, very much. We're going to make sure we call out all those Patreon donations in each and every show at the very end, just like this. So, guys, thank you very much for helping us and for supporting us.
Indeed. Please check out our Instagram page as well. It's just Living Podcariously. Easy to find. You can also follow us on Twitter at Podcarious.
At Podcarious.
At Podcarious.
All right.
And I feel I'm missing one.
We're missing something very important. Jay, where are you going to be for the next couple of weeks?
Hey, guys, I still work here. Haven't been fired yet. Yeah, guys, I will be in Palm Bay this Saturday, June 24th at the Copper Chimney. That is off of Waco and Emerson, if I'm not mistaken. I will also be at Gregory's Comedy Club June 29th, June 30th, and July 1st. Also catch me guesting on Here's What's Wrong With You podcast, hosted by Christopher Neil Walker, and my other podcast. We just released a second episode. Come check us out on Pops On. That is me and Raul. We just released a second episode. So far, it's only available on YouTube, but check out our episode. Papa's got a brand new pair of shoes.
Nice.
And have some fun with that one too.
Yeah, very cool. If you want to check out the Dan Cummins interviews, he did a gambit of them. He came over here on our show. He also went over to the Burn It Down cast, and he went over to Ray Brito's show on Gallows Humor Podcast. Go check out those interviews with Dan Cummins. Awesome dude. Cannot thank him as much as I should. Also, go check out Time Suck. That's his podcast.
What was the one I was forgetting?
Probably Facebook.
I don't know.
No. Because I said I feel like I'm forgetting one. You're like, yeah.
Twitter. Did we give the email?
Oh, no. I was pointing at Jay. He's the big one you forgot.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
he wasn't. Yeah, he was next.
Yeah, well, we got him.
All
Good
right.
job.
Good night, everyone.
Good job,
That's
Tack.
a wrap.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening this week. We appreciate it. Thank you very much to our special guest who came up here in studio tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a good week. See you guys next week.
We'll get better at this.
Wait. Don't hit stop on the episode just yet. Hey, this is Tack from the podcast you just listened to. And if you enjoy Living Podcariously or The Twisted 10, then you're going to love my new podcast I co-host with my lifelong buddy, Ron Caniff. It's called You're 40, Now What? It's about the trials and tribulations of turning 40 and just getting through life. So check it out on iTunes, Google Play Music, and anywhere you listen to podcasts. Thanks. Now go give someone a mouth hug.